Hello, craft beer friends, and welcome to season 11, episode 24 of Tap to Craft podcast. I am Denny Luce, coming to you from Boise, Idaho, and my partner in craft, the dog whisperer, and my favorite Florida man from Tampa, Florida, Mr. Kris McKenzie. How are you doing? And of course, introduce our guests.
So I am having a wonderful evening. Got all of our grocery shopping done today.
Woo!
Laundry's done. I feel like such an adult. Um, and and I want to find out how you're doing too, Denny. But I also want to I also want to introduce our guests tonight from Barkyard Brewing in Kenosha, Wisconsin. We've got Matt Jung and Kris Lopez here with us this evening. Guys, thank you for coming on the
Hello.
show and hanging out
Hey,
with
thanks for
us.
having us.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
we're looking forward to talking beer, drinking beer, because you two were kind enough to send Kris and I a couple beers that we can taste on the show with you and
Oh,
find out all about it. Was really excited about that, and of course talk about Barkyard Brewing and your
sweet.
endeavor there. So okay, I'm doing great, Kris. You did ask earlier.
Well, you stop. You didn't even give me a second to jump in. Denny, how's your day going? What's going on with you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I gave you a hint earlier today that I had a fun weekend.
Yes, you
I,
did.
I reverted back to my youth, and I just got shit faced
Huh.
on Saturday. I mean, pretty much just lost all memory for like the second half of the night. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I recovered yesterday, went back to work today. Now ready to drink again on Monday. But yeah, I'm doing well.
Like I
Doing
told you,
well.
it's good for your mental health every once in a while.
Most
Uh,
definitely.
yeah. I try. I try to be mature in my drinking and do all the right things. But Saturday, I just decided to throw it all out the window.
Let it
Sometimes you just
all
gotta.
hang out.
That's
But
right.
at that point, as long as you're staying hydrated, you're okay.
That's yeah. I was staying hydrated, just hydrated in alcohol, which is
There's a lot
kind
of
of
water in it.
yeah. Well, so I'll just give you a hint. I was mixing. I wasn't drinking water. I normally drink water in between, drinks. I didn't eat before I started. I was hosting a party. So when you're hosting, you tend to drink
Oh yeah.
more. I was barbecuing, and so by the
Uh-huh.
time I ate, I already had one and a half Kentucky Mules with some pretty strong mixes in there, and three beers, and then I ate dinner, and then I finished off with another Kentucky Mule that was pretty strong, and then that was when I lost. But I remember what I was doing. I kind of like didn't work out well. So don't mix like that. It's just too much.
If you have a couple before, you got to go Wisconsin sober, which is just beers for the rest of the night, and you'll be good, man. I promise you.
That's what I was planning. I wasn't planning on hitting the hard stuff again, but because I started off with the hard stuff and then I went to the beer. I said, okay, I'm just going to finish off with beer. I'll be fine. And then, yeah, I screwed up. I
How'd you
broke the golden rule.
how'd you feel after like you woke up the next day? How was that?
So I slept. Somehow my wife got me upstairs. I don't even remember going to bed. I
Cattle
slept
prod.
all night. I slept all night through. I got up at 4:30, which is what time I get up.
That's sleeping in for him, by the
Yeah.
way.
I did have a bit of a headache. I came down and I just kind of, my grandson was sleeping. He came down about 6:30 and we just kind of hung out all day. Had a little bit of a headache, but not too bad. I think I did pretty good
All
for
right.
my first bender for a while.
I was curious.
Oh man, we got so sidetracked. Hey, let's get the show back on track. So before we get started, we always want to let anyone new listen to the show know what Tap to Craft podcast is all about. We are an educational podcast focused around celebrating everything craft beer because we want to assist you, our listener, along in your craft beer journey and adventures. And you are listening to episode 284, recording on Monday, June 9th, 2025. We are live on Facebook. If you'd like to join us during our recording session, you can do that on the Monday prior to release at 8:30 Eastern Time. And in this episode, we're going to learn all about Barkyard Brewing. We're going to talk with Matt and Kris and learn about their craft beer journeys, as well as Matt's brewing experience and how Kris and Matt are bringing
Dude,
this
Yeah.
brewery
What's the
party,
dynamic?
brewery
party,
alive.
party following already.
There was
Any,
nothing in that glass.
Listen, we're trying to be, structured here. Denny makes a wonderful outline for us, and you weren't supposed to see that.
Well,
Oh, did you
I'm,
spill,
I'm,
Kris?
I'm the one that knocked over a glass.
You knocked
Oh,
over a glass.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, let's get this conversation started by doing our first beer tasting. And as I mentioned, we're going to start off with the Barkyard Brewings. The official name is Who Wants a Mustache Ride? It's a peach cream ale. Or if you're just too lazy to say the whole thing, it's just called Mustache Ride. You
Oh,
can
good. It's
say
showing
that.
up on
Yeah,
my
buddy.
screen. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, it fell
It's
through.
gone. I knew it.
All right. So
Well,
we're going to open. Oh yeah, see, it has plenty of good
Plenty of oomph
carbonation
in it.
there. That thing just whistled
yeah.
all the way over across the room.
Okay.
Chug.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour this into a glass. So, Matt, what is Mustache Ride?
Mustache,
No. We know what a real Mustache Ride is, but how about this beer? I should clarify.
go ahead and reference Super Troopers, I guess.
Thank you.
But it's a peach cream ale. So it's a
Mhm.
cream ale base. There's pills and malt. There's some corn, carapils. I use Cascade for the hop. And then we use a mixture of fresh peaches and a little bit of peach flavoring from Amaretti.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, I can definitely tell. I can definitely smell the peach in the aroma. It's got peach. It even has like a little bit of. It smells almost like a little sour. Is
A
it
little
have
tart.
little tartness to it?
A little
In the
tart
nose.
with the fresh fruit that we use.
Oh, okay. So my nose isn't deceiving me. It does have a little bit of. It smells good. All right.
It smells like fresh
Uh,
peach. Peaches is that's my go-to on any flavor if I can get it. So I was excited
All
to see
right.
this show up.
We'll just go ahead and take a drink and see what it tastes like.
It tastes like a peach.
It does taste like a peach.
I was thrown
was like-
off
I was
because
thrown off too because I was thinking it was going to be a bit more tart than it is because the aroma gives off like it's got some tartness,
a
but
little
in
tang
reality,
to it.
it's got a very nice, real peach flavor in there.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to, if you like took a drink of it, that you were biting into a fresh peach.
Yeah,
You friggin' nailed it.
you did good on that one because I was worried. I was like, okay, it's going to be like a peach sour or something, but no, it tastes just like I'm biting into a peach, a ripe peach. Even gets a little bit of the peel, kind of like the fuzziness of the peel.
The rind,
flavor.
yeah.
The rind.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
I'd love
And
to get
that's-
Wisconsin sober on this.
Hey, it's 4.9%. I think you'd be just fine.
Crusher.
Wow. The alcohol there's no alcohol in this. This is like drinking peach.
That's peach
You know,
juice. That's
peach
peach
juice.
soda.
Super clean too. I mean, no off flavors. It's very delicate as well. I love beers that don't hit you in the face with a bunch of flavors and wreck your palate right away. You drink this, and the subtlety of peach really comes out really well in this. And there's no no side things to distract you. I like this a lot. This is really good. Is this one
Thank
of your best sellers?
Yeah, that one is won 4 or 5 awards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Trent Fleener hopped on and said incredible brewery, Barkyard for the win.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm really digging this cream ale. I'm a big fan of cream ale anyway, but this one is so light and refreshing. This is like a summer drink that you could just go out to the picnic, barbecue and just suck down a 6-pack
Yeah,
of these.
I'd drink this on the beach all day long.
That is the idea.
Exactly. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I haven't
What-
been
what-
in Wisconsin for a while, but I don't know, next time
Well,
I'm out
we're
there.
we're just over the border.
of border of where? Canada or?
Well, I guess it depends, but yes, Illinois. We're like right north of Illinois.
Okay. Yeah, we have some listeners in Wisconsin, and they've sent us some Wisconsin beers. And I'll tell you what, you guys got a pretty good beer scene.
What have you had?
Now you're putting me on the spot. I'm really good. The one thing, my memory has really gone downhill as I've aged, but the one thing that seems to stick in my head is beer. But of course, right now I'm drawing a blank. I want to say, would I be mistaken if I said Eagle Park?
Eagle Park's awesome. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Eagle Park. So I'm trying to pull this out of my head. Eagle Park. Kris, you can help me too.
I'm totally lost. Denny, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast today. Oh, wait,
we also had is the wait. Not this one. Hold on. Giant Jones. Are they out of Wisconsin?
I've never heard of
Yes,
them.
actually they are, because they were actually not too far.
Madison, Wisconsin.
I was in Madison.
I have a bottle right here.
These
they make some great beer. We got a few bottles of theirs. I'm trying to pull it out from my head. But if you named other ones, I could say whether or not we had them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Madison for work, and then we ended up interviewing that brewery, Giant Jones, and I was like, man, I was 10 minutes away from there, and I didn't even know it.
That's cool. Yeah, I never heard of those guys. It's the first time. I have to look them out.
I believe they're an all women owned brewery too.
Yeah, it's two women. They left the busy hubbub of corporate life and decided that they wanted to just brew beer and live life easier.
Sounds like every brewery in Madison.
Yeah.
Amanda Argauer wants to know if you have to have a strong beard to be on the show today. Yes.
I'm just really lazy. I don't like shaving.
Well, you caught me right when I literally just shaved my beard. It wasn't quite as long as both of yours, but I shave it every summer. This summer I just shaved it down to just a stubble. Usually it's down to a bare. I keep it bare shaven all summer and then grow it back September 1st. But I just shaved it after our last show. I had the beard and now it's gone. But I'd be able to join right in with you guys.
I'm a little scared to shave it off right now, only because I feel the more I shave it off, the more it's going to come back gray.
That's right.
I'm like, damn it. I'm at a pivotal point in my life. I either let it keep growing or I'm going to be Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to all go gray because I get these patches where I have this big skunk stripe down the front of my beard, and everything else is kind of patchy with gray and brown. But yeah, I'm almost there. I still have a little bit of brown in there, but mostly gray.
It happens.
All right. Well, great beer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to sip on this while we ask you guys some questions to learn about your craft beer journeys, because we always want to learn about how you found craft beer and what your favorite styles are and what your, worst styles are. What we like to do a bunch of questions. So we'll get that rolling right now with and it goes out to both of you guys. You both can answer. Like I mentioned, we always like to hear people's craft beer origin stories. So how did you discover craft beer? And if you remember, what was that gateway beer that got you into drinking stuff?
I know mine. Do you know yours?
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember anymore. It's been a while. I guess Sam Adams is probably my first real experience in something more than a Miller product or Coors or something.
Or the Beast.
The Beast.
The Beast. Yeah, that's the Beast.
Graduated from Boone's Farm, the normal alcohol journey from teenage to adult life.
Yeah.
So mine was Guinness.
Okay.
18 years old. There's a college here that most of my high school went to was UW Whitewater. And I didn't. I went to Gateway Tech College for electrical engineering for the first year because I didn't want to go and pay a big fancy school. But I went and I hung out in Whitewater every weekend because that's where all of my friends were. And one of the times I saw either an ad or a commercial or something for Guinness. And I told the kid that was doing the beer run, because obviously you're 18, I'm like, dude, here's $20. Get me whatever you can in Guinness, and then the rest in what the hell? It was like Schlitz or Blatz or something. And he brought back a 4-pack of Guinness, and I cracked it, drank it, and that is when I found out that I have more bitter taste buds on my palate than the general population, and I enjoy bitter things. I love Malort. If you guys ever had Malort?
No.
I
No.
love it. It is
Weirdo.
delicious. It is delicious.
Makes me nauseous
Oh.
just thinking about it.
Oh dear Lord.
Well, Kris, you come up.
So-
Did you figure yours out yet?
So I will say Sam Adams, but like I guess my experiences when I was I would say this was Wisconsin. I apologize. As a younger teen, you get like I don't know Miller products. I guess as you grow up or whatever, that's what I did. And then I turned straight edge at a young age. So like 17, 18 years old, I was straight edge, and I didn't really drink until I was 25.
Okay.
So when I started drinking at 25, I started ripping into like the obvious like normal beers that everybody has at parties, MGD or whatnot. And like I started realizing as I was getting more into food that like the beer, I don't want to call it crap, but it was like gross. So I do enjoy PBR now, but I started getting, I saw like Sam Adams and stuff like that, so I would grab it, and I was just like, dude, this stuff is actually pretty dope. And I started on this venture, and I noticed like in the last 10, 12 years or whatever, in my Facebook posts, I used to do like tasty beers and tasty treats kind of like thing, and I would take pictures of all the beers I was drinking, and I would explore as much as I could. I would go to like Woodman's and a place I know all they had good beers, and I would just check it all out, and kind of just started that way. And I found that there is so many great breweries that in this area, yet alone all over the country. It's crazy.
Okay. Hey, Kris, we're getting a lot of feedback. I'm not sure if
I
it's
think my
coming.
phone is.
If it's
My
coming
phone
through your-
volume's up, and I apologize about that. What
Okay,
does that
that's
sound
better.
like?
That's better.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So next question, Kris.
So, as so many of them out there, guys, do you have a favorite beer style? And if you do, what would be your go-to beer?
I have mine as right away. I love dark lagers. I'm a big fan of dark lagers or Schwartz beers or whatever. At my wedding, we had Eastside Dark from Lakefront Brewing in Milwaukee. We had that on tap.
Nice.
So it's my favorite style.
You and Denny just became best friends.
Yeah, I love Schwartz beer. Schwartz beer is my favorite.
Most definitely. It's a great balance.
You know what? I'm going to say something that probably nobody's ever said before. I like a good Midwest IPA.
A Midwest IPA. What defines a Midwest IPA?
Juicy but
Bitter.
bitter. Yeah, but bitter. So it's like you take an East Coast non-hazy and a West Coast, and they got married and moved to Wisconsin and had a kid.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a good way to look at it. I like it.
Do you
Yeah,
have
That's great.
do you have a
The s-
beer? Do you have a example of what a Midwest IPA, like a beer name or something?
I had one that
people
was
might-
like literally labeled Midwest IPA. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
Well, I mean, Lakefront's IPA is not a hazy, but not a Westy. Lakefront would be a pretty good example if you guys ever have had anything from Lakefront.
Green label?
Yeah, the green label.
Okay.
Yeah, where the I has an actual I in the.
Okay.
That is tasty.
That,
Now I'm curious to know what Wisconsin breweries I've had beers from, and on tap just didn't cutting it today.
Yeah.
I know I've seen that that logo, Lakefront's logo before. Maybe.
Hold on. I got something.
Oh, look at that, man! Asking you a receipt.
Holiday spiced
Spiced
lager.
lager.
Barrel aged.
Oh, even better.
Barrel aged holiday spice
Oh,
lager.
what was the one brewery? Crap, I can't remember. One wheel or something like that.
Oh, there was a wheel one.
What is it? One barrel?
yes,
One barrel?
one
Was it
barrel.
I thought it was
another brewery out of Madison.
Yeah. Well, it was good. It was good because I was there for work, and a buddy of mine owns a business there, and he was like, "Here, you stay at my house. We'll go to my beer shops. We'll get you whatever you want, and this is what we'll do." But yeah, one barrel was another one of those Wisconsin breweries, and
Did you have any Great Dane or Youngblood?
no. I mean, the only thing that I ended up buying from them was their Kolsch. It was The Commuter, and
Okay, from them it's good. But Great Dane's a brew pub chain in Madison,
mhm.
and Youngblood is an up and coming brewery
They've
that
got
is
great beer.
really similar to Eagle Park.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So how about a style that you disliked at first, but have come
Oh, that
around and
nope.
enjoy?
I talk too soon.
So a style you didn't like, but now you just love.
Sours.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I was never a huge fan of them just because you were either drinking the framboise or you were drinking anything that tasted like a monk's dirty feet. And I love the framboise, but it was heavily fruited and it was too sweet for me. And the like the lactobacillus, those I do not like because I don't like this. I call it the stinky feet flavor, and I'm not a fan.
Nobody likes stinky feet.
No, not at all. Gross.
Yeah.
I think that it was same thing, but it was the first sour I ever had was actually with Matt, and it was called Basic Beach, and it was like I promise you, that was my first sour I ever had, and it hit me right in my glands when I got it, but it tasted like Fruity Pebbles, and it was so refreshing. I mean, it was hot as hell that day.
Yeah.
And it was so refreshing. And I was like, dude, wow. I definitely need to have more sours in my life. And I found that I don't like Berliner Weisses.
So you don't like Berliner Weiss?
No.
Basic Beach was from Platform Brewing Company out
in Cleveland,
Ohio.
Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, I used to live there, so that
Sweet.
that was a sad one to see go too. By the way,
The good thing I still have 2 cans of that Basic Beach left.
I thought you did. I thought you did. That's like 9 years old now.
Yeah.
oh, you know it's got to be solid.
Yeah.
All right, Kris.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to do other things on the interwebs. Sorry. All right. So what is for you guys other than you can't name your own, but what's a brewery or a beer it's kind of like a sleeper. It doesn't get enough love.
Making you
You
think,
know what?
huh?
Yeah, no, you know what? I think I got it. And it's going to be 2 breweries. One has been established for a while, and one is fairly new by a couple of years. But they're both in Las Vegas.
Oh,
All right, I'm listening.
Baker, aren't you?
One is Big Dogs, if I'm remembering that
Yeah, we've
correctly.
been-
Yep, Denny
we've
and I
been
have
to
both
Big
been
Dogs,
there
yeah.
together.
And then the other one that's only been around for a year or 2 is Beer Zombies.
Beer Zombies is also delicious.
Yeah. I guess I don't get my hands on rarities or unicorns that much as Mr. Matthew over here, but I have come very fond of Drecker is one of my breweries, and I know that they're not like all over the country. And like when we talk about them, like on TikTok and stuff like that, a lot of people are like, I've not ever had them, and they really like for me change sours and the way I view them because it's just like they're great, amazing.
They really are.
yeah.
That's one that we always kind of say that they're like breakfast smoothies. You can just have one for breakfast.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely agree with Big Dogs and Beer Zombies because I get to Vegas at least, I don't know, once every couple of years. And the first time that Denny and I ever got the chance to actually sit and have a couple of beers together in person was in Las Vegas. I was at a work thing. And we went to Big Dogs. We went to Tacoma Park was the other one over that way.
Tenaya
Creek. I'm sorry, Tenaya Creek.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
Beer Zombies bought Tenaya Creek.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And my favorite place to go while I'm in Las Vegas is Corey's.
Yeah, Corey's is great. The
Corey's Beer and Wine.
You've been to Abel Baker?
No.
So no, I want to go to Abel Baker.
Go.
And-
It is amazing. And they are right down the Arts District. Right across the street is Nevada Brew Works. Right next to them is Huddle. And then down the block is another brewery. I can't remember the name. There's so many breweries in the Arts District, which is in between downtown and Fremont.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've heard. I have a friend that his daughter lives in Vegas, and he goes down every few months, and he continues to talk about Able Baker and give me pictures of all the beers and that whole area. He loves it because he just walks from one brewery to another and
Yes,
just drinks and has a good time.
I'm gonna have to remember that.
I wish all of those were there when I lived there. I lived in Vegas from 04 to 07.
Okay. Yeah, it's changed a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Not just the downtown part. Like our business our franchise is based out of Las Vegas. So I'm there every couple of years, but it's like it's amazing how fast things change. Whether it's
they say every 6 to 7 years.
Well, I mean,
Vegas reinvents itself.
Those places you were talking about in the Arts District, I don't think the Arts District was even really existed the last time I was out that way.
Yeah, the Arts District has been really big in play for a tourist attraction and a local attraction, because it used to be very run down, very a lot of homeless, a lot of people, drugs and everything. They really cleaned that up maybe about right before the pandemic, 2019.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense then, because I know when we went over to Tenaya Creek, Denny, that was the Uber was like, whatever you do, don't stop here.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
All right.
Well, go ahead.
One last question for the beer journey. So is there a brewery or a beer style that is no longer around that you wish would make a comeback? A brewery, a beer, or a beer style that you just wish would come back because you miss it?
You know what? I really miss, it's been a long Banger. I miss Banger Brewing in Vegas. They were right on the end of Fremont. They were right by the Heart Attack Grill. That was the place with the roasted jalapeno Hefeweizen that I brought you.
That was called, was that called Banger? I thought that was called.
Oh no, I had that in Lakewood, Wisconsin, I think. When you went to the wedding, right?
This is out in Vegas. Yeah, I brought a crawler back for you.
Yeah, yeah. That was delicious. That was super good. I'm gonna say that one too.
Because when I was there last, that was a different brewery. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
A brewery might have moved in there, but Banger closed, I want to say, like 2 years ago, maybe a little more.
Oh, 2 years ago. So maybe because I haven't been in Vegas since like 2018.
Oh, Banger was still there.
Okay, so maybe it was Banger then. I was thinking it was a different name. I was trying to remember the name, but I know exactly where you're talking about. And there's only one brewery right there. So
yes.
And they did have some. I do remember they did have some like heated up, chili, different variations of beers there.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'll be honest. Most of their beers were just okay, but I am not a pepper beer guy. I cannot stand them.
Yeah.
I tried the jalapeno Hefeweizen. I brought home 6 crawlers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a statement.
It carried over that pepper flavor, or like the heat, a little bit of the heat, and the roasted pepper flavor, but didn't have like he calls it like the green like pepper, green vegetable matter or whatever. And you get that in the pepper beers, and I taste it, and like, you instantly can tell it's like real bitter. But if they do it right, you can carry those like the pepper flavors over in that beer and not have that in there. That's one of them for sure. That was delicious. Oh man.
Okay.
Now I want that right now. Sure.
All right, Kris, we got to work on something's like double recording.
I think you might just be a little too close to Matt.
Is it Matt? Because when Matt talks, it doesn't.
No, Matt's is good.
Yes. I'll move myself.
Kris, do you have one of those voices that you just project a lot?
Yeah, I do. I used to sing in a band.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because it's
and I'll move closer to my logo.
There you go.
Now Matt's moving. Everyone's moving around. We'll make this work.
Musical chairs.
I'd move, but you just can't tell.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You guys, hey, it's great that you guys are together. It's just
Yeah.
that whatever was going on, it definitely
It
has
was,
a
we were
double.
sitting right next to each other, and I was probably being picked up in his
Yeah,
headphones or whatnot.
it's still doing it though. So I was wondering if maybe your phone mic is on or maybe it's just
I don't
coming
think
through
it can.
you don't think it can be both?
I don't think
know.
it can be both.
It's almost like you have two sources of mic on, one from the phone and one from something else. Or you can just cuddle up to Mike real close and just use his mic. To Matt.
I'll go away from him. He's ugly.
Yeah, it's
You smell anyways.
I'm not the only one that's hearing it though, right?
No, I hear
You
it.
hear it, Chris? Okay. Just want to make sure it's
Does
not
it sound
me.
better now?
There's still like an echoing thing, but I don't know. It's weird.
It was a lot less when you just said, "Is it better now?"
Okay.
Okay, there it was better.
Is it better now?
Yes.
So much.
Is it better now? I'll go outside.
You're soon going to be Backyard Brewing here.
You know what? Funny story.
Oh, geez. Oh, I got the thing right here.
Oh, that's a nice backyard too. Nice green grass. That's Backyard Brewing. Look at you. Wow.
That'll be for the other segment.
It's perfect.
Okay. That's great.
Okay, I think we're better now, Chris. You did good. Now you're gonna stand. You lost your chair.
Yeah, we're in my shed. I work till 6 o'clock. I'm unsupervised tonight, and nobody was here to take care of the dog. So Matt came up here. I made him a steak dinner, and now we're here live with you guys.
Nice. All right. Well, you know what? We finished our first beer, and before we get into the brew buzz, how about
we did? We finished our first beer.
Oh, I finished. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I really.
I was trying to pace myself. It was delicious.
So let's go into the second beer tasting, and we're going like way out from one extreme to another because the second beer is a Sensual Silverback barrel aged.
I love
stout.
this label. It's so good.
That is me getting sensually seductified from a Silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
So it's not Kris?
That is great.
It's not Kris, that's me.
No, I mean, Kris isn't the gorilla.
You can't believe that's not me as a gorilla. It really isn't.
I figured that was your nickname, was Silverback.
All right, so
I mean, kind of.
opening it up, I'm gonna pour it into another different glass here. So Matt, what is this barrel aged? What's the deal with this barrel aged stout?
So that is a special barrel. Oh, where did I put mine? Where'd you go? Oh, here it is. That is a special beer that we made.
Coming in for some.
No, this is all mine. Get your own can.
That smells so good.
I'm coming in for a little bit. Yeah, it smells really good.
Thanks, Daddy.
So this, I made a Russian Imperial. I modeled the beer after 1050 and Bourbon County.
Yes.
I can smell.
And me and 8 other friends went in on a private 10-gallon barrel from Driftless Glen Distillery, and they are in Baraboo, Wisconsin. And along with the bourbon that we got to keep the barrel.
Oh,
I would hope so.
For what we paid for it, yes, I hope so too. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was $300 a person, and we each got 5 bottles, and I got to keep the barrel. So I put 10 gallons into that for 6 months and 19 days. And the original, it was amazing. You got a really nice heavy bourbon on there. You got the dark roasted notes with the chocolate. And then we were driving to, which one were we driving to? We were driving to Freeport. We were driving to Freeport. Yeah. And he came up with something like, dude, like the Sensual Silverback or something. I'm like, dude, we have to make a beer for that. And I'm like, what would be better than a barrel-aged heavy stout This is 14.1%, by the way.
Oh, great.
Oh, is it? Oh my gosh! Wow.
About to get real.
I won't drink this one as fast then.
This we were like, dude, it should be like a Bananas Foster.
Oh,
For the silverback, you get the spices in there with the cinnamon and the vanilla.
No, okay, good. So I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy
You're
that
not.
I do get the cinnamon. I was waiting for you to say cinnamon, but then you said Bananas Foster's. And I'm like, okay, now it's all coming together because I'm smelling what you're saying, and at first I was like, okay, is it really cinnamon in this thing? And now I can smell that maybe there is a hint of bananas in there as well.
So along with using a little bit of cocoa nibs and some Tahitian vanilla beans and some cinnamon to get the banana, I did a lot of research. Fresh bananas didn't do
No,
nothing.
yeah.
I was like, well, maybe what about dehydrated banana chips? Nah, yes and no. Had mixed reviews. What about banana powder? Tastes like Laffy Taffy.
Yes.
And I hate banana Laffy Taffy, by the way.
Ugh.
So I want to say I read like 200 reviews from people who use the Amaretti Bananas Foster reduction. And they said that this is the best banana flavoring that I've ever used to actually make it taste like banana and not banana candy.
Okay, so now we know why it's 14%.
I added 5 grams.
Oh, okay, not very much then.
To a 5-gallon batch.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, it's I'll tell you, this is very unique aroma, and I'm really digging the smell. I mean, smell is fantastic, and I can get hints of each of the things you just mentioned, in not overwhelming amounts. At least in the aroma, I'm not getting any overwhelming like big, huge cinnamon, big banana, big vanilla. It's all kind of like blends in really well, and you get the undertones of the spirits in there, but not overwhelming. So I'm looking forward to tasting it and seeing what we get out of this thing. So let's go ahead and take a sip there, Kris, if you haven't already sipped.
As we take a sip from this, Matt, Jeremiah Kramsky said, tell him about the struggle bus from Drecker.
Oh God. So we love Drecker. I actually did a TikTok theme to where I was doing a Drecker beer every day until they commented or noticed me.
That must have got expensive.
Yeah, it got very
$7 a can.
Thankfully, the grocery store that I go to gets Drecker every 2 weeks. They always get about 8 or 10 different kinds.
Oh wow!
And they let me buy single cans.
Yeah,
but I got all the way up to day like 58 or 68. I don't remember what.
That's a tax deduction, by the way.
Yeah. And nothing. I posted on Insta. Someone's like, dude, go to Insta. They're way more on there.
Oh.
So it was like day 68 or whatever it was. And I posted it and they commented within 5 minutes going, wow, dude, slow down. What the hell?
Stalker much?
But Struggle Bus I loved every Drecker that I've ever had. Struggle Bus is the only one that I hated.
What was Struggle Bus?
Look, you know what? It's very hard to explain, but there's maple syrup and a sour. Look it up on Untapped.
Okay.
Dude, that sounds like Malort.
So Matt, who is Becky?
That's my wife.
Oh, she said you're spoiled.
I am.
She said it's also because you're spoiled. All right.
Okay, let's talk about this beer. I have now. I will say, let me break my temperature out because I really did cool these down fast. So,
wow,
I'm at 40 degrees.
Oh yeah,
I feel
40 degrees right now.
I feel like I'm underdressed. You guys got tools and stuff, man.
No, because we realized we did a whole series of the last edition of the El Catador Club beers from Cigar City. We did 7 bottles of tastings, and we found out that each of us would taste different things at different temperatures. And so I would be explaining one thing, and he would say, no, I don't get that. I get this other thing. I said, no, I'm getting this. And then we realized it was because our temperatures were not the same at the time. And then later on, mine would warm up a little bit more, and then I'd get some of the flavors that he was getting. And so we decided to get our little heat guns, just a little IR gun to find out what it is. So I definitely chilled these down because Mike says it was 40, but I don't know if it's 40.
What?
Seems like too cold.
On the
Definitely, as
surface,
it warms up, this one's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
even chilled. Let me just the flavors that come out of this thing, just like it's like layered flavors that just like keep giving you something else, which I love the fact that and again, mine's still cold. I'm getting these flavors that come out of the my flavor profile in my mouth is tasting different things different times, where I get literally everything you mentioned in just nice little hints of it, and it really is really good. The other thing I like about it, it's not too thick. I was so grateful that, because I've been drinking some imperial stouts and Russian things, and I love Russian imperial stouts, but it can get to me if it's just too thick and it's hard to drink. And I love the fact that the body in this is not like just like drinking chocolate
not
syrup
motor
out of a
oil.
can. Nah,
Yeah.
not motor oil.
Yeah.
not.
And I think that helps a body that, sure, maybe some people say, well, the body is not as big as it should be, but this beer doesn't need to have a huge body because it's got such great flavors that it just, carries itself. And man, I'm digging this so far. 2 out of 2
Thank you.
beers are
Yeah.
just really well done. And
Thank you.
And like I said, everything is just like the right amount. You didn't overdo it on the spirits or the vanilla. Those 2 things can definitely overwhelm a beer.
Yes.
And the cinnamon, not just you taste it in there, but you're not getting the heat from it. And that amaretto that you use, that Bananas Foster's reduction, man, really gives some really nice flavor without being syrupy or too much, right? Really, really, you did good research on this one to be able to come out with those flavors. So well done, well done.
Thank you.
So Denny,
Kris, you
what?
can talk now.
Well, I was going to say, what was your temperature at then?
You said 40, I think.
You said
41 and a half.
41 and a half.
Yeah.
God, this is colder in Idaho.
40,
Good
42 and a half now.
Lord.
Well,
I'm at 52.
I had it on ice water all the way until I pulled it out.
Oh,
I opened it
yeah.
up. It was still in the ice water. I never took it out of the cooler. So mine definitely was cold. But
I've also been holding it like this for a while.
Yeah.
So, I wanted it to warm up, but I don't. Mine is, I don't know, 52. Just ideal stout drinking temperatures.
That's the perfect temp,
right?
for 52,
That's how I
53.
do it. But the cinnamon is the first thing that I got, especially as it was colder. And then as I'm sitting here warming it up, like the chocolate from the nibs is in there. The spirit is in there. I got the spirit in it. But all the flavors are there, and like Denny said, it's not one of those things where it's like, whoa, you get too much of one thing and everything else is muted because your palate is just destroyed.
Yeah.
So
And
the barrel will come out a lot more when it's warmer. But the spirit that came out of the barrel was 121.4 proof.
What? what kind of barrel did you buy of what was in it? What was in it?
Bourbon.
Oh wow, strong. Okay, so
And I wanted it at barrel proof, but
Barrel
they
proof.
proofed it down to 120
120.
just because I
oh.
think they wanted to have one more bottle, because otherwise the 121.4 would have left us with a bottle with about that much in it.
Oh.
So they proofed it down to 120 to give us an even number of barrels or
Okay,
bottles because they
yeah.
knew it was going to 9 people.
Okay.
And it
So-
made it even.
Okay. Okay. No one got gypped. No one got.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
mean-
Yeah. For
That's illegal. That's illegal here in Wisconsin.
Well, I mean,
I put
but
it
to get
all
gypped. It's illegal not to get your full bottle.
Yeah, it's party foul for sure.
That's I agree.
No, those are rules of the street, Kris. That's not illegal. That's just
That's fight words, you know.
yeah.
I got a half a bottle. What?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
at 14% though, this is going down way too easy for
it
14%.
does go down really easy.
Like prom night.
Yeah, you know, we like to say we like to party. So, drinkable beers, good times. Come hang out with us at a brew fest. You'll have a good time.
Excellent.
I apparently have the uncanny ability to make what we call sneaky Pete's.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I have shown Kris the gravity reading starting off and the finishing, and I'm like, here it is. Here's the printout. This is what the ABV is. He goes, you just had me drink 2 pints of that. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I thought this was like 8 or 9%, but it's like 14.7. Like, yeah.
It hides
we
it
live
really...
40 minutes away from each other.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a haul if we're hanging out and having some heavy beers. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
good God.
God, that's
Yeah.
got to be tough too.
That's when I say it's TikTok. It's going to kick in a little bit. Keep going.
Yeah, you got to get that last drink in and just gun it down the highway.
Well,
Yeah,
definitely.
no Wisconsin goodbyes.
Yeah.
It does hide ABV very well, though. I mean, really, really well. I mean, people can get for sure jacked up on this. I'm sure if it's 14%, this is going to mess you up. So I'll sip on this the rest of the show.
Brewfest definitely proved that. That's for sure.
Were you serving this up at the Brewfest?
yeah.
Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeff, some
We
non
were giving people about that much in their glass.
Oh, just a little bit.
They're like, come on, man, I want more. I'm like, dude, it is 14%. You can have that. If you like a little more, we'll give you a little more. But dude, like, just fill up my cup. I'm just gonna walk around. No, not gonna happen.
You'd have some non-consensual silverbacks.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want all this great beer in the trash can or on the grass.
Exactly.
Yes.
Enjoy this.
Sip on it, don't upchuck it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Probably tastes good on the way out. I don't know.
Probably better than a lot of other beers.
Yeah, true.
The cinnamon, it just coats your insides.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry
Well,
about
let's get into the brew buzz, which the brew buzz is devoted to discussing various beer-related topics. Wow, it's already kicking in. My tongues are getting tongue-tied here. And this week we're going to learn all about Barkyard Brewing and Matt's brewing experience. Now, Matt, you are the brewer, right? Kris, what role do you play with Barkyard?
Boyfriend, I guess.
I was going to say he was the arm candy.
Like I met Matt 8 years ago. We were both working at a brewery. He worked for him before, and I started working for him as I was transitioning out of I was in the car industry, and I was a service advisor, and I do food. Food's my thing, and my uncle had told me this new brewery had opened up in Racine, and that's where I live. I live in Racine, which is like a half hour north. Well, obviously 40 minutes north of Matt, and I started going in. I went in there and brought a whole bunch of food to this dude. And hey, man, my uncle said you guys are looking for some food and whatever. I ended up becoming an apprentice brewer and a beer tender for him.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I met Matt.
Okay.
And through that connection, when we met, it was opening up you guys don't know this, but in Racine, there's a North Beach, and the North Beach is actually a really nice beach. And believe it or not, in Wisconsin, we have a really nice beach on Lake Michigan, which to most people looks like an ocean. It's huge.
Lake Michigan's
people come
beautiful. I'll give
from
them that.
People come from Chicago to come to North Beach.
Yeah, it's a crazy beach, and there's a concession stand there, and it goes on contract. It's nobody owns it. The city of Wisconsin or the city of Racine owns it, and it goes on contract. Well, the owner of the brewery bid on that, and he won that. And when he won that, because Matt actually has a culinary degree, and he knew that, he brought Matt on because Matt had been with him before, and him and I met because of that. We became best friends almost immediately, and pretty much defected when we didn't get paid what we should have been paid. And we're here 8 years later, and Matt is an absolute genius brewer. I promise you that. I'm only here for the ride and the ideas for like stickers, I guess is the best thing I can say.
Don't let him sell you short. He does all of our merch. He made he made this. He makes
I
all of
like
my
that.
merch.
Okay.
He made the logo. He's done the Mustache Ride logo. He's done a lot of our logos. So don't let him sell you short. He
Okay.
does play an integral part in this. He's the eye candy and the PR guy.
Okay. Listen, that's a heavy role of responsibility, man. It takes a
Why he
special kind
always
of
feeds me
person.
14.1% beers.
That's right. That's right. All right. So Kris mentioned, Matt, that you didn't start off brewing or even wanting to be a brewer. You started off as a chef or
Chef.
something, right? So tell us about your story there.
So I came into everything. So I came into the culinary world because I lived out in the middle of Racine County, out in the boonies, and the only jobs you could have was you could work in the grocery store, you could be a babysitter, you could work on the farm, or you could work in the restaurant. Those were your four options as a teenager.
Okay.
There wasn't anything else to do. I mean, you could deliver papers, but no. And I started cooking at a very young age. I went to Gateway College, which is a tech school in Racine, under the culinary after the year I took for electrical engineering. And it was a lunch lady program. So, and it really, I mean, no offense,
Lunch ladies.
but it was literally, they were teaching us how to be like institutional food makers.
Yeah.
They weren't really making us express ourselves with high-end food or anything like that, because that's not what the program was. So I was looking at either the New England Culinary Institute or I was looking at Le Cordon Bleu Las Vegas. I chose Vegas because at the time, WSOP was huge. I was playing poker every weekend. I was making money left and right. So I was like, of course, I want to go where all the gambling is. So I moved to Vegas. Spent 3 years out in Vegas, graduated culinary school, worked for the Bellagio. I helped open the Wynn.
Wow.
And at the time, my fiance really said she wanted me here back home. Long story short, she wanted me home so she could break up with me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
horrible.
not Becky.
Okay, I was gonna say
I was hoping
Becky.
it wasn't Becky.
Because I was
That's
gonna-
a great
No.
comeback.
I
if
was
it
gonna make a kind of a like that
It's
bitch.
like,
I met my wife about 7 months later, and
Okay.
it's been 17 years actually.
Damn.
Our 17th first date anniversary was April 30th, and our 14th year of being married is coming up on Saturday.
How'd he do,
Oh,
Becky? Did he
yes.
nail those numbers? I know you're probably still on here.
She's working right now. She might have just been on break. I'm hoping she's back from off break. But
Well-
I moved back home. I worked at Grand Geneva, which was the old Playboy Club.
She said
in Lake
14th.
Geneva.
Nailed it.
The 14th is our anniversary, our wedding anniversary.
Okay.
So
Here.
I was working for Grand Geneva. I left Grand Geneva. I started working at Cafe Benelux, which is they did a lot of like crepes and a lot of higher end German, Lithuanian stuff, type food like that. And the chef I was working under was only 6 or 7 months older than I am, but he had been brewing since he was 18. Because it's legal for him to buy ingredients to brew beer, but it was illegal for him to actually buy beer.
Oh, that's what I should have done.
Same. So I showed my interest in wanting to learn, because really at the end of the day, it is just another cooking process. Instead of a vegetable, a starch, and a vegetable, you're talking about a grain, you're talking about a hop, and you're talking about a yeast. Yeah. It's about playing with the flavor profiles and how they work together. And that's 100% what I had to do as being a chef. And he scheduled us both off on a Tuesday. I went over to his house. He had a 1-barrel brewing system set up. We brewed. I got hooked. That coming Christmas, I was out shopping with one of my kids, and I just happened to stop at Northern Brewer, and I picked up the 1 gallon extract kit. This was 2011. This was 2010 going into 2011. And I brought it home, and I'm like, babe, look what I got. Look what I got. I can start brewing my own beer. And she
1
looked
gallon
at
at
me.
a time.
She looked at me. She went upstairs, came down in a huff, and I'm like, why the hell are you mad? I bought my own. And she whipped a gift card at me and ended up being Northern Brewer. And she goes, I was there 3 days ago. They didn't have the 1 barrel kits, and I bought you a gift card so you could purchase it.
That's how you know she's a keeper, asshole.
Yeah. So
she listens to you.
From that day forward, I am not able to buy myself anything for gifts from November to January.
Smart.
That's a good one. You got a good one.
That's pretty awesome.
So I started off, my first extract kit was what was bought was an Irish Red.
Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, because I was the guy that I was with showed me how to do all grain. So there was a heavy boil. I only ended up getting like 3/4 of a gallon, and I'm like, do I top this up with water? Do I let it go? My gravity's off the chart. It shouldn't be this high. What the hell I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh.
So I just left it the way it is. My 5% Irish Red ended up being like 7.8%. And the first batch of beer that I got yielded me 6.5 bottles of beer. And it took 2 weeks. And I dealt with that for 4 other times with the 1 gallon kits.
Dude.
And then I was like, this is
numbers.
so stupid. This is so stupid. So I saw that Northern Brewer was having a sale on the better bottles, or the big mouth bubblers. Sorry, the big mouth bubblers, which were the plastic water jugs, but they had the big lid, so you could get your fat arm in there to clean them out. And I posted it to Facebook, and I was like, do any of my homebrewing friends want to go in on this? I'm not going to need 4 fermenters. I just need 1. And nobody said yes. And I ended up buying the 4 fermenters, and then I ended up having all of them full within the next couple of weeks.
That's how it works.
So bumping up to 5 gallons, I did partial mash. So that he had the extract, but then you also had like a tea bag with other crushed specialty grains. And then I met this guy. His name is Jim. I won't give his last name because I don't like the guy.
No problem.
But I will say the brewery, and I don't care because it's been closed for 8 years now.
Yeah.
His name is Jim Kennedy. And
I'm not saying his last name, but Jim Kennedy.
I'm not going to say it, but
Jim
his name is.
I met him through some mutual friends, and they were like, yeah, dude, you homebrew. He's opening a brewery. You should go talk to him. And we were out at a bar, and we ran into each other, and we started talking, and he was waiting for the state and federal permits to be coming back before he could actually start brewing. Yeah. He was in a spot in Paddock Lake, which is halfway between Kenosha and Lake Geneva. And he goes, hey, I can't ferment on property because the minute yeast touches the wort, the TTB considers that beer.
Oh.
I cannot brew beer yet. I can make as much wort as I want, but I can't pitch yeast on premise. So I'm hosting homebrew classes so I can dial my system in, make some income in the meantime. And I paid for his first homebrew class, and he really, really taught me how to do all grain brewing. After the first brew session, I just kind of like stuck around. I didn't really go anywhere. And he's like, I'm brewing again next week. You want to join me? Absolutely.
I love a good loophole.
It came to be to where we were brewing on a 1-barrel system. He would take home 20 gallons. I'd take home 15 gallons. And then we would ferment it at home. And because we were still technically considered home brewers, it was 100% legal. There was one point where I had 9 fermenters and 7 corny kegs full of fermenting or fermented beer. And at the time I was bottling.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
I had like at one time I had 37 cases of bottled beer ready to go. And it was just after that, I'm just like, I got to start kegging. This is stupid.
Is that when they told you should have had an intervention?
No, everybody loved it because
They
whenever I threw
supported you.
parties,
Okay, good.
all the beer was free.
Smart.
All the beer was free
Smart.
because they're at our house drinking. I'm like, I just save the bottles. Don't break the bottles, you idiots.
Yeah. So Matt, I take it you gained a lot of experience with this process.
I did. I especially with Jim and we've had our differences and I never want to talk to the guy ever again. But the one thing I do credit him with is teaching me all grain brewing.
Okay.
And introducing us to you.
That's true.
I was getting there. I'm
looking right at you.
Not quickly enough.
Jeez, man. I cooked them steak and everything.
This is why our wives say if both of us disappear one day, we're probably together and we're fine. So
the bromance is adorable.
So at the time, the Benjamin beer was opened in Paddock Lake. It was going big, but then he upgraded to a 2-barrel system, and the building that he was in, the water just couldn't handle it.
Oh.
It just like it because there was four or six apartments on top of the 4 shops, and on the weekend when people were doing their laundry, we were trying to brew.
Yeah.
The water was coming out as a trickle.
Oh no.
And he had like an entire elaborate filtering system because the water was not good.
Mm-hmm.
And he started doing what he did when he opened up in Racine when I met Kris. He started running his mouth politically on the business Facebook page.
Mm.
You guys know that always goes well, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well. Sorry, go ahead.
So everything kind of culminated around Thanksgiving in 2014, 2015. And I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm done. I can't do this no more. Because I was working 40 to 50 hours a week at my day job. And I was working 50 to 60 hours at the brewery. And he brought me in at 5% of the company. But because of my credit history when I was younger that I was still trying to work out, he couldn't technically bring me on as a part owner because then the creditors could come after the business for the money that I owed.
Oh, okay.
So he gave me like $2,000, $3,000 in brewing equipment. He gave me the 1-barrel system when we moved up to the 2-barrel.
Okay.
And that will play a big part towards the end here. And I'm like, dude, I can't do this no more. I'm not getting paid. Mm-hmm. I'm working on tips. And from a Saturday, I'm here at 6 a.m. until 11 o'clock at night, and I'm making $30. I can't continue doing this.
Yeah.
So I left. And a couple months later, he ended up closing down, saying he was moving to Racine to have a better shot at actually having the brewery because Paddock Lake just wasn't the spot for Benjamin beer. And really, at the end of the day, it was because of him, not because the beer. Well, the beer, when he brewed it, sucked. The beer when I brewed it was amazing. Not tooting my own horn. It's been physically proven.
So
he moved to
overcame
Racine.
The master then. That's good.
And he didn't like that. He did not like that one bit.
Ooh, ego.
So he started moving me more onto bartender shifts than brewing shifts. So
he didn't want to succeed then. He didn't want to succeed if he knew you brewed better, but wanted his ego played into it where he wanted his beer to be the beer. And
bingo, bango, Denny.
Cue me. I was the replacement apprentice brewer, and like that's when I met Matt because I started apprentice. I'd be there when he was brewing. Mm-hmm. I was only getting paid when I was there bartending and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he said he would open up, like he got the contract for the Racine Oasis.
And he convinced me to come back to run it because of my restaurant experience.
Yep.
Oh.
So we met because of, like I said, I came in there, I brought him like 2 racks of ribs and my smoked candy bacon that's still famous here in Racine, just so you know that. And
sounds good.
I did that. All the customers were like, good God, because they were probably drinking his beers. He had mediocre beers. One beer I enjoyed quite a bit, and we tried to we actually have something very similar to that Matt actually has let me. Matt has actually let me help design a couple of beers, and I've
Oh,
been very
nice.
happy about that because when I met Matt, I've been into food. That's my thing, and I realized at the same time because of Matt, I'm pointing at him in this corner here, but he's in the room right here. But
And you're right here.
yeah, yeah. I realized that with Matt, brewing brewing beer is so similar to food. I found that out because of Matt, and it's like
Mm.
the like trying all these different flavors and stuff like that is so amazing. So he introduced me to all this stuff, and obviously Jim unfortunately happens to be the middleman between us that helped me like get into that spot and start brewing with him. But then when I started hanging out with Matt more, I realized that like Matt, I promise you, Matt has this like ability, man. He makes amazing beers, and we've
Mhm.
just through conversations, him and I talking about flavors and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I got an idea, mother.
Mm.
I swear to God, man, he makes up the most amazing beers, and like all the times that we have been, I brewed with him so many times. I have the concept down. I'm not a complete idiot when it comes to it. I have a Mr. Brew kit in my basement, but
Attaboy.
I ain't never used it because Matt told me the full grain method is the best way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I ain't messed with that yet. And it's because I get to, if I have an idea, I just talk to Matt about it and we
Mhm.
brew it,
Well,
and it's awesome. It's absolutely amazing. So like our friendship over the last 8 years, and as he was saying, we'd get into the segment. We decided when we left Jim Kennedy, we decided that we were making Backyard Brewing Q and it or backyard
Oh.
brewing and like the
And
backyard barbecue idea
yeah.
started right there at that moment when we were working Racine together. And we
Okay.
decided that the beer and food has to be together, man. You can't go to a brewery and not have food. You know what I'm
Not have
saying?
food. Absolutely
You,
not.
Yeah.
yeah,
especially
Denny
when you're
learned that on
serving
Saturday.
14.1% beers, you got to have something to soak that up. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
And barbecue works so well with beer.
Mm.
And we have such a great relationship because of flavors and food and all that kind of stuff. And that's the basis of what happens. We go to Brewfest, we serve beer all day, we drink beer all day, and on the ride home, each of us got our phones or a notebook, and we're talking shit to each other, and we end up, writing down 50 beer names or like beer ideas because we tasted the beers all the way around, and we're
Yes.
like, let's try this, let's try
Yeah.
that, and like here we are with so many different ideas, and I don't want to take any kind of credit for that. Matt is a genius when it comes to the beer stuff. I help with the names.
Yeah. You collaborate. You're collaborators.
I personally have a note in my phone that has about 177 different beer names.
Yeah.
And a
We'll
lot
get
of
to
it
that. We'll get
a
to
lot of
that.
it comes from us talking, but then a lot of it comes from I work for a company that's out of Madison, and I'm 2 hours away from Madison.
Oh. So you have
So
to drive
I
along.
drive, yeah. So I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Mm.
And we'll get to later there. We'll get to one that I'm going to be doing a collaboration brew with,
Okay.
and the name behind it. But after we left Benjamin Beer and Jim Kennedy, we started Backyard Brewing, and we wanted the vibe of kind of like what we wanted for a brewery was the backyard where everybody comes
Yeah.
to hang out,
Look at
and
Chris's backyard.
yes,
100%, exactly.
and so we wanted the beer and the food to kind of revolve around that. And
Okay.
this guy, I mean, as much as I am a classically trained chef that I can do any type of food, this guy, he is in my phone as the meatsmith for a reason.
Nice.
And it's not the reason maybe some people are thinking, but he can
Sorry. I took a drink of beer at the wrong moment.
No, it was just the right
No,
moment.
no. We love it. That's our kind of.
It was so good.
he uses a smoker like no other. This guy can make brisket and ribs like you would never believe. And he was doing the food. I was doing the beer. I told him if he needed help with like the making recipe side and stuff like that, I could absolutely help with, but I didn't want anything to do with the food because I had been doing it for 24 years and I'm tired of it. I want to do the brewing. That's what
Yep.
I'm good at, and that's what he's good at, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. But we had another guy that was in with us, and life happened.
Mhm.
I started a new job. Kris started a new job. He
It
was
was
working on,
pre-COVID, by the way, and
yes,
Okay.
we decided like it ended up being
20,
real rough because
2017, 2018.
yeah,
And he was getting his mom's house ready to sell. Our buddy Brent his kid was getting close to graduating high school. He's an entrepreneur, and he was looking at moving back to Georgia. Just
Oh.
life happened, and Backyard Brewing kind of got pushed towards the back burner.
Okay.
And we both realized that even though we are really good together at Backyard, we are just as good separate, but still working together, but being separate. So I ended up going with the name that I originally wanted was Barkyard. And that's where the dog comes into play. And he went with Backyard Brewing Q.
Okay.
Where the reason why I call it Barkyard is because that is our boy Steel.
Ooh.
Steel.
He was a purebred blue nose pit bull.
Oh.
And we adopted him at 4 years old. A friend of mine that I went to high school with ran a rescue called Go Cheese, Wisconsin, of
Oh,
course.
cheese.
And they messaged us, and she reached out to me, and she was like, "Hey, there's this family. They have a purebred blue nose. He is the most docile dog you'll ever meet. They were told that they could keep him, but then they lived in an apartment complex, and the neighbor that had this little Chihuahua rat dog said that Steele tried to attack her and her dog. So the apartment complex said you have 48 hours
to get rid of the dog. Okay.
Yeah. So we went and met up with them in Milwaukee, and we brought our son with, one of our sons. I have three sons. And we brought our middle son with, and we got out. They were standing in the parking lot of a Walgreens. It was on 27th Street and 27th and I think Moreland or something. I don't know. It was something in Milwaukee. And Steele started pulling at his leash. And they let him go so he could kind of like walk over to us. And my son sat down, and Steele walked right in. He was like 7 or 8 at the time. And he walked right into his lap and sat down. And I looked at my wife. I looked at my friend Stacy, who ran the rescue, and I was like, if we had any doubts, I think we're gonna foster him. And we didn't find out until after we said that if we were the last resort. He had a death date because he was a fully intact purebred blue nose pit bull with clipped ears. And he was a brick shit house. He was 90 pounds of muscle and skull. And they were going to put him down because everybody else that was inquiring about him were asking the questions of a dog fighter.
Oh.
So
but he wasn't involved in dogfighting.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
He was a gentle giant, that's for sure.
He was the biggest baby on the face of this earth. And
is he still around?
He is not. We had to. He woke up one morning and wasn't able to walk on his back legs when, and this was December 23rd of 2018. So we gave him 4 good years, and he was on this earth for 8. And I miss him every day, and it sucks that he's not here, but he does live on through this. And
Barkyard Brewing.
The inside joke, they're like, "Oh, did he bark a lot because you call it Barkyard?" I'm like, well, actually, that's the inside joke. We had him for 4 years of his life, and I can count on one hand the amount of times I heard him bark.
Yeah. And the barks probably came in protection of your son, if anything.
Yeah. Either my wife or my son.
Yeah.
We had people that would cross the street to pass them on the sidewalk and then cross back over. But he thought he was a 16-pound lapdog. He would hop up on the couch like he was a little Chihuahua and try to like curl up in the smallest ball on your lap.
Yeah.
So, but that's where that comes from. That is actually him, with how he with his clipped ears and everything. And Miss him every day, but his legacy will live on.
Wow.
My blue does the same thing. That girl makes sure the couch doesn't go anywhere.
You're doing a great job, Matt, at answering our questions because you're just going through and knocking these out. Like you must have our show notes.
I've only been on one other podcast, and that was my buddy Trent.
Your buddy Trent. Okay. Well,
well, what's Trent's podcast called?
It's Mohead Official.
Mohead Official.
Mohead?
Most definitely.
Mohead. M-O-apostrophe-H-E-A-D.
He put that in here because he hopped on here and said
he wants Mohead.
No, he said Barkyard Brewing Company is Mohead Official, y'all.
Mohead.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And I liked it. Like I was like, I don't know what the hell that means. And
sounds great.
Now it sounds it makes so much more sense.
Yeah, I'm super excited for. I think in August, right? We're going to Indiana?
August 15th. Yeah,
Iowa. Indiana. I don't. It starts with an I. But we're going there for
some I state.
Which is
Iowa, Idaho.
Birthday weekend. We're going there and we're going to rock out, and we're super excited about that.
You should go to Idaho and rock out. Denny would love to have you guys there.
Yeah, come
I've never been to Idaho, and I like potatoes and stuff. You guys got potatoes?
We got potatoes.
I had never been until September of last year. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like the number 2 in the state for hops.
Oh, that's awesome.
And wheat.
Oh, wow.
We got a lot of
Did not know that.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
I have some friends that a friend that moved from like Madison to Milwaukee. He's out. I think he's in Boise right now.
Oh,
so, but Idaho is one of the states that I've never been to Idaho, and that's awesome. I do plan. I'd love to visit all states because I enjoy seeing everything, man. I like all kind of scenery, enjoying the different flavors from everywhere that's out there. Like it doesn't seem like it's too much removed, but at the same time, like every single place, even like regions in your state have like unique flavors, you know. So it's a cool thing.
Yeah, Idaho has a lot of different flavor.
Surprisingly busy and growing.
Yeah,
I
listen in Boise, which is the Highland Desert. But you can go north and you get into the hills and all the way north to the Badland. There's some rough area.
I had a hazy IPA called the Best of Boise.
I saw that. I saw you did have a.
It was made with Idaho Gem.
I like Idaho Gem. I like Idaho Gem better than I like Idaho 7 hops. So,
I like Idaho Gem, and I found out that's a beer that you use in West Coast because it's more bittering. Okay. So I had a very because it was 100% Idaho Gem, and it was a hazy bitter IPA. It wasn't my best creation, but people liked the name and they wanted to try it, and they're like, "Oh, this ain't that bad." I'm like, "Dude, shut up! You don't need to blow smoke up my ass."
So I'll be honest with you. I have come to enjoy more of the hazies that have that bitter finish because I like to have, I enjoy the soft citrusy stuff up front, but I also need to have it finish in some way, and I like that bitter finish. So
the sweetness from everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't mean to be plugging anybody right now, but this beer that I'm drinking right now from War Pigs is their hazy IPA. If you've never had Foggy Geezer from War Pigs, they're out of Warsaw, Indiana. Dude,
do it.
What was the beer called?
It's called Foggy Geezer.
I like the name.
Are you familiar with Three Floyds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely.
They do a lot of collaboration stuff with them, and it's like the same type of artwork, like black metal-y kind of, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art looks very similar too. Like I'd be willing to bet the guy that does some of the Three Floyd stuff does the same artwork for those guys.
Oh, for sure. This hazy is like 7.3. And I bought a 12-pack that's like a sample pack. They got 6 of these Foggies, 3 of the Imperial Foggies,
oh my God,
and then 3 of the Binding Light, which Matt had earlier. But it
was good.
We obviously got into our beers, and we're drinking.
We were ripping beers before we started this.
Yeah,
boys.
Matt's staying over tonight, there, Chris. I don't know if he's driving home.
I'm unsupervised. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, or Matt. I have a question because not only now that I've experienced your beers, I see just like Kris mentioned, you definitely put some craft into brewing these beers. So obviously you're inspired by something in brewing. So what inspires you to keep trying to brew new things like this Bananas Foster's Sensual Silverback beer? What drives you to keep trying?
So
Is it Kris telling you what he wants, or is it you?
No, I told his grandma I'd make him famous.
he did. He really did. And she told him that he's probably right.
Trying to get the moon in here.
Oh, I saw
It's
it
not showing
earlier.
up.
I see it. It's right over your left shoulder. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is, right there. My big fat ass head was in the. There we go.
Between that and I'm texting with my buddy Mike in Madison. And I'm like, we're chatting with a Wisconsin brewery. And he's like, oh my God, I gotta go find their stuff.
There you go.
So I do it because my love language is food. It always
Yeah.
been food, even since I was a little. And transitioning from food to beer, I want to see people happy. If they're going to be drinking my beers, I want them to enjoy them and be happy.
Mhm.
I like getting complete and honest feedback because I've called people out. I've called Kris out when he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." I'm like, "Dude, seriously, just you
You gotta
don't
be, you gotta be
need."
brutally honest with them.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm hard on myself, and everybody knows that, so they don't want to like hurt my feelings. But hurting my feelings because if you're not being truthful with me and letting me know that my beer needs work, how do I be a better
You
brewer?
can't. Yeah, you need that feedback
Just
to
like
improve.
telling somebody that your
100%.
food's really, oh my God, that brisket was perfect and it was a little dry.
And
Tell,
I understand that 100% with all that kind of stuff. So like, I respect when he asked me like my honest opinion about that stuff. So I tell him it's garbage, man. No, I'm kidding. Never ever has it been garbage. He's never. I promise you 100%. I've never drank a beer from Matt that has
That's been
been
garbage.
like gross at all. Everything's been.
my opinion is 100% different because there are plenty of beers where I was ready to dump, but I had 6 people that I completely, him being one, completely, utterly trust with their feedback. Go, no, dude, it's not that bad. It's drinkable. Does it need a little bit of work? Absolutely, but it's
Yeah.
not a drain pour.
Yeah,
Dude, serve it at it.
don't dump it.
Trust me when we say serve it at the next brew fest and get feedback from those people.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's saved a few batches from me just completely hating it and
Yeah.
wanting to dump it, clean the keg, and start over.
I think it's because you had expectations of what you wanted and it didn't meet those expectations. So in your mind,
Absolutely.
I failed. But everyone else
Yeah.
is like, your failure is still a damn good beer. So
Yeah.
it's okay. Get over it. Learn from what you did to try to make it better next time. But it doesn't mean it's a bad beer. It just means
Oh yeah.
it didn't live up to your expectations. And so far, again, Matt, I've only drank 2 beers from you, but I will tell you that, I've drank a lot of homebrew in my time. This is not homebrew. This is quality beer that can be sold
Very much is.
in the commercial market.
Denny,
because,
thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
You need it. I'm so glad that you're telling them that because I keep telling them that. Like, dude.
I mean, because we need stuff like this, right? That is outside of, I mean, there's so many breweries that brew a banana, like, let's just say a Banana Foster's Stout that tastes artificial, that doesn't have the characters of each of those flavors we picked out. I was shocked when you said it was Banana Foster's. I knew I smelled cinnamon. I knew I had some things in there, but when I tasted it, I mean, you really know how to craft a really, quality beer that brings out everything you wanted to bring out in a beer. And I don't blow smoke up anyone's ass. My buddy Kris, he'll like, yeah, it's okay. Me, no, I'm brutally honest.
No,
I will tell you what it needs. And I mentioned, maybe people will say
Jesus.
that the body is not as heavy as it needs to be for a stout. To me, like I mentioned, for this beer, the body is perfect because you don't want it to overcome everything else that's going on in there. You want it to be a little bit thinner so you can enjoy all those flavors as it comes out. Even now that it's warmed up, it's still a fantastic beer. So don't let anyone don't let your own mind play games with you. You're making some really good quality beer.
That's the hardest part.
It really
Matt,
is.
I will definitely tell you that in the last couple of bourbon barrel beers that we've had that were like in that like 14% range or whatnot, you get them. There's no carbonation in them. They are super thick. You spin them around your glass, and it's too like too much. You're drinking like a heavy Cabernet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They leave stains around in the glass. I'm not talking stuff about them. They're absolutely delicious, but like they become that you drink one of those, and that's the last thing you drink. You know, you don't drink anymore. Like this Sensual Silverback, you could probably drink maybe two, and it's really just wasted
before you fall over.
But it is delicious enough that you can keep drinking them if you're brave enough, and see where it takes you. Know, if you want to try to go on that journey or whatnot.
Okay, well, listen, a couple of things I got going on here. So one, now that Denny's done stroking your ego.
Okay. All right, Kris.
That's okay.
Listen, I'm going to stroke it, and then I'm going to help out a little bit. Everyone tells Matt this all the time. Your beers are great. Where to go? Trent also said every beer I've had by Matt has been top notch. One of my favorite breweries. Trent also said when Barkyard goes officially pro, everyone needs to watch out. Now I've said all that. How many times have you brewed your base porter?
Ooh. 27 times. Did my wife ask that question?
Becky, I don't know what that means.
That question so fast. I'm sure Anna wrote down. Did you guys talk about that?
You're still trying to perfect the porter? Is that it?
I feel like I've got just like, hey, ask him how many times he brewed the porter.
All right. So that there's a story behind that as well. When I met my wife, she was a single mom of 3 kids, working 3 jobs. She didn't really start drinking until she was 25. I met her when she was 27, 28. And what she drank was Berry Weiss from Leinenkugels.
Leinenkugels, yeah.
Always still good, though.
I'm not saying it's bad, but
I love a good shandy.
It's too sweet. It's too sweet for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Way too
fair
sweet.
enough. Okay.
Sunset Wheat is the one to drink.
Anywho, that's all she drank.
Let's hear more.
And then I started home brewing, and I started making a porter. I came up with a recipe for Benjamin beer for a porter based off of
so good.
What is the brewery?
You tell me.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know, but Jim Kennedy can suck it.
Yes, absolutely. So I brewed this recipe, and my wife was really starting to get into porters and stouts, and she loved them all. And it's just like she liked them, but she didn't like them. She liked this aspect, but not this aspect. And I brewed it, and she goes, "It's good, but it's missing this." And I would adjust the recipe. I would brew it again. She goes, "It's good. It got what I wanted for this, but since you brewed that with this, then it's kind of missing this." I brewed that Emmer effing recipe, and I fixed it 27 times until she finally was like, "You know what? Perfect."
Wow.
So my porter will always be called my other half, because that is what my wife is my other half. She's not my significant other, which I do have a name called Significant Otter, and it'd be an oyster porter. Just saying.
Nice.
But she is my other half. She's not my wife. She's not, and she is literally my other half. She is fully 100% has been behind everything that I have ever done with this. And besides my grandmother, and besides Kris, besides my grandmother, she is my biggest fan, quite literally. She is the one that is always pushing me to do better. She's always the one telling me to get my head out of my ass and listen to what people are actually saying and not what they're trying to say to get better at what you do. So that's why the porter will always be called my other half.
And I will promise you, his porter, just his base porter, is so drinkable. Like, and think about every porter that you've ever had, like the adjuncts that you can go from there. Toasted coconut, dude, I promise you, he's made so many different variations of his milder half. Oh my goodness! I promise you, man. They're
My favorite's
absolutely
Johnny
delicious.
Walker Black Vanilla Bean.
Mm.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
Why did Becky say
really
the
good
shoots?
stuff. And
It's
Yeah, because
so
I can't say enough about him.
Black
the
Butte Porter?
recipe the recipe is based off of Black Butte. I just
Yeah,
don't use.
I love Black Butte.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I don't use the blackstrap molasses or anything like that. It's all grains and the hops that are in there.
Yeah, so I think that only comes into their anniversary ale ones, what they use.
Yeah, when they do the
Matchups.
Abyss and
The Abyss
the
has
black-
blackstrap. Yeah, Abyss for sure.
I just did a review on one from 2015 or 2016 and it was complete ass.
Really, it didn't hold
Oh.
up. That's
Uh,
crazy.
it was-
you
it
aged
was
it too
aged-
long. It was
Okay,
10 years
well-
old. I've
So
got some.
every
Yeah.
Wednesday for the last few weeks I've been doing a What's in the Box Wednesday.
What's in
So
the
my
box?
wife's exactly, that's where I got
Sorry.
it from. My wife's cousin used to be huge into beer, used to wait in line for beer releases and stuff. And that ended around the pandemic.
Yeah. That's
Same
me.
here. I did it too.
I'll tell you this. I was a beer flipper,
He was. Yeah.
especially
never-
for,
So
especially
I've
for
never stood
angry
in line
chair
for beer.
stuff.
I would flip Pips Mead
Mm-hmm.
Tips me.
because Pips is just over the border into Illinois off at 39th Avenue. So all I got to do is drive down 39th, which isn't that far from my house, and go across the border, and Pips Meadery is right there.
Is it a good mead? I never heard of Pips
It's-
mead.
It's delicious.
It's the best?
It's rated one of the top 4 or 5
Okay.
in the country.
Okay.
But he had all these beers that he had been cellar aging, and he started getting into wine more. And he was like, "Hey," and he lives up in Sun Prairie, which is up in Madison. He goes, "Hey, I've got all of these beers. I opened a few of them. They're aged anywhere from 2014 to 2021. I've opened a few of them, and they have been complete and utter trash.
Oh.
If you don't want them, I'm going to open them and dump them down the drain."
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm like, "Well, what kind of beers are they?" He goes, 98% barrel aged beers. I'm like, "I'll take them. I don't
Let's
care what
go.
they are. I'll take
Let's
them."
go.
So I ended up getting 44 or 45 beers. I put them by year and what they are from what brewery, and I randomize the numbers and I correlate those numbers to a bingo caller,
Oh,
and I
my
roll
God.
the
rolled it?
bingo caller,
Oh.
and it is 100% random. I have had some bangers. I have
Oh
had
my
some
gosh.
complete and utter
Shelf
one of them.
turds.
Yes. One of them was the 2016 or 2015 Pomer Sauvage R&D sour from New Glarus.
Don't you
Oof.
talk
Oh.
slutty to me.
So it's a sour that was aged. It was a spontaneously fermented sour aged with sour apples from Wisconsin. And I had that when it was released. I was actually at the brewery when they released it in 2016, and it was delicious. I opened this up. I opened this up. It smelled like apples. It tasted like an apple butthole.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and I
How do you know?
Hey, you don't ask.
just
That's
trust me.
probably,
Just
you know,
trust me.
Okay.
Just know.
But
Yes, sir.
I stated as much in my review, and that was the start of the video, saying this tastes like an apple butthole. So I've had some bangers. I had a 2017 Central Waters barley wine.
Mm.
Off the chains. It was so good. I wish I had another bottle. But then I had one like the Pomer Sauvage or the 2016 Abyss that I'm gonna guess that the 11% that was aged in wine barrels is what did it.
Oh. Yeah. All right. I don't want to keep you guys too long, so we have a few more questions. Last question about your brewing, Matt.
Yeah.
This is one that is out on left field here.
Well, before you ask this,
Yeah.
I want to say the fact that you guys give credit to each other, the fact that you give credit to you do things a little differently than most people in the business world go. Even though we said Jim Kennedy, And then you were like, but you know what? I learned some great things from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're giving some credit to him too.
Yeah, he's a total ass, but hey, there is some positive to it.
I love the fact that Denny popped this question in there.
Yeah. So basically, I want to know about your weakest style that you brew and what are you trying to do to improve your skills with that style?
Hazy IPAs.
Hazy IPAs.
Really?
Okay. So
Yes.
Okay.
That's your weakest. And what's the process of you trying to improve your brewing ability with that?
Throwing them
So-
like 1,000 recipe ideas. Literally, we
Quite literally, I'm brewing them a lot, and it's between water profiles. I mean, it's not really the hops. It's when, I mean, using cryo hops, learning and hearing from other brewers, things like that. I'm learning different things on how to improve, because it's like my first time ever doing a hazy IPA. It was delicious, but it turned into a juicy IPA because all the haze dropped out of it, and it was a clear beer. And now the hazies that I made this last time, hazies look amazing. It tastes good with the hops that I used, but then there's this bitter back end that I don't like, and I got to figure out where the hell it came from.
Okay. Okay. So it's a learning process, and
for sure. He's so meticulous with it too. It's insane. Like every like I said, I'm rudimentary as far as like actually brewing myself, but I can help him in all stages in actually the brewing. I know the process enough to help him with it, but he's got like, just like why we get together and get along so well is the flavors, you know what I'm saying? So like now, like when we start talking about that stuff, he's able to like take my flavor ideas, like we should try this and this, and he's able to adapt it to some beer. And then he's like, hey, I brewed this beer, check this out. And we're like, holy crap, dude, what the hell? That's absolutely amazing. What the hell? How did you do that? And he says, I don't know. I'm kidding. He's so good at what he does. And like I said, I'm here. Like I want to make sure that like he's able to get himself out there as much as possible. I want to see a brick and mortar backyard brewing, the Barkyard. Sorry, it's so easy to say the two between each other, but Barkyard Brewing, because I want to have a backyard brewing queue like cooking space at his brewery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He makes such great beers. I'm happy that he's let me be a part as far as we are right now, and he's helped me and let me discover my own passion with beer and like the journey and the flavors and stuff like that. So he allows me to like help him design beers, and that's been super cool with me because we did an amber rye and we did a hot Mexican chocolate stout, and I've been very happy with the results of both of those. We brought them to some brew fest and we had good results with them. They didn't win any awards because Mustache Ride was brewed as well, and Mustache Ride is such a great beer.
And Witch's Tit.
Yeah, Witch's Tit is amazing.
Somebody said they needed more Witch's Tit, so
you need that. It's a caramel apple sour. It's
it's not a cryo IPA.
No.
No.
It would be perfect.
Yes,
it's so good.
All right.
So
what's that brewery look like, though?
Yeah. What does a brewery look like?
So the brick and mortar is going to be a while, just because of the landscape of craft beer as we know it right now. It's very volatile.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, we've had how many breweries here just in between Milwaukee and Chicago close within the last year that had been mainstays, like City Lights. City Lights in Milwaukee had been around for at least a decade, and they closed all 4 of their locations. Granted, the Explorium Brew Pub, which Mike Doble is a great guy.
I know Mike.
He's a great guy.
I know his brother Dave.
Yeah, Dave Doble.
His family, yeah.
So
you can't see Dave. Yeah.
So Mike Doble and his wife, and they formed the Explorium Restaurant Group or something like that, and they took over City Lights, and so now they have a bunch of locations where they're brewing some City Lights beers, but it's mostly the Explorium beers. And there's just so many breweries that just have closed because of one reason or another. And it makes it really hard to pull the trigger on going to the bank and asking for $500,000.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So I'm going to go a little different route.
Okay.
I'm going to be working on getting my federal brewer's permit, and then I will get instead of a state brewing permit for the state of Wisconsin, it'll be a state exporter's license.
Oh.
Which allows me to have, because of my federal brewer's permit, it allows me to have another brewery contract my beer, and then I can self-distribute it within the state of Wisconsin.
Okay.
I've already have a liquor store chain that said when you get your beer ready to go,
because the witch's tit.
Yes.
The witch's tit did it, huh?
Well, no, not the witch's tit. It was the Soda Shop Rejects.
Soda Shop Rejects.
Oh.
So he not only just beer, but like seltzers as well. So he makes a sour watermelon seltzer that tastes like Jolly Ranchers. And the witch's tit is obviously like a sour that's just absolutely amazing. But he, on a whim, because he made root beer for his kids' like baby shower, he made a root beer seltzer. And it's like a hard root beer. Oh my
root beer
goodness!
Root beer float.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Root beer float seltzer.
Yeah, it dominated. Like Sensual Silverback, as you guys are sipping that right now. Believe it or not,
believe it or not, I got this much left.
Dude, there's that many votes for the Soda Shop Rejects, and we had a company literally come up to him, like the head of the company comes up to Matt and says, "Hey, how do I get this in my stores?" And it's like he's a liquor and like cigar store throughout Wisconsin here. How do I get this in my stores? They're like, well, not a brick and mortar yet. We ain't got that opportunity. Yeah. So now with Matt getting this federal brewer license and being able to do that, he's like, all right, well, take this beer and I'll get you some Soda Shop Rejects right after that.
Nice.
So it's a cool thing. It's about sales, and hopefully we can find together and make something happen.
Yeah. I think that's a smart plan, is to get your recipes out there, allow a contract brewer to brew them, and then have the distributing rights to distribute it within Wisconsin and build the brand. And you already have, obviously,
go to the bank with those sales already on the list.
Yeah, exactly.
With contracts already made up with these liquor stores, restaurants, bowling alleys, whatever else, and then going to the bank and be like, hey, this is what it's costing me per can to have somebody else brew it. Yeah. This is what it would cost me per can if you would give me $500,000, and this is my profit, and then this is how fast I can pay off this loan.
Yeah.
So I mean, the more and more I think about it, because I literally stay up at night thinking about this, because I want to get Barkyard off the ground. I want to get Barkyard out there. There's so many people who are already like, dude, if Mustache Ride was in the coolers in 6-pack 12-ounce cans, I would pick up 2 6-packs on a Friday. I'd probably go back Saturday morning and pick up another 2. It's like there's so many people, and it's not like just the people in the Kenosha Racine area. Yeah. We've done Brewfest in Freeport, Illinois, which is northwestern Illinois, close to Iowa. We've done Brewfest in Potosi, Dubuque and Potosi, which in Potosi, Wisconsin, is right across the river from Dubuque in Wisconsin. I've done Brewfest all the way up in Fond du Lac, which is 2 hours north. I've done Brewery Fest in Milwaukee, so it's not like there's just people that are in the area that know who I am because of friends of friends of friends. These are strangers who have messaged me when we didn't go to a brew fest because I had a wedding to go to and we couldn't make it. It was like, dude, we were really looking forward to being there. Why didn't you post that you weren't going to be there? And I'm like, dude, it's 2.5 hours away. Who really gives a shit if I show up or not? And they were like, well, we were really hoping to be that you were going to be there because we really wanted the Mustache Ride and the watermelon seltzer, which we call no kink shaming. And
that comment makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Trent said no kink shaming. I was like, never, bro. We're good.
No, I promise you. Once it hits your lips, you will never say you don't want no kink shaming ever in your life. it, like I said, it tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher,
Sour watermelon jelly
dude.
rancher.
So
Nice.
it is amazing. He started brewing it because of like the girlfriends that are coming to the brew fest
Mhm.
that don't drink beers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's soon be the reason why it's called no king shaming is because then all of a sudden like the big like biker bros or
Yeah.
like others like let me get that watermelon stuff you guys got, and it's
like quietly,
it's called no
quietly
king shaming
whispering.
because everybody likes it, man. It's good stuff.
So you guys just brought up the last question I will ask you tonight. I went through and I perused the Untapped beer list, and I looked at the names of your beers, and my smile went big because I love the names, quite impressive names like Mustache Ride, which we've drank already, God of Tits and Barley Wine.
I was semi-erect, really.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you got me on tits and barley wine in the same sentence. That's like the best ever. Imp's Demise, Witch's Tit, which we've already talked about. Apocalypse is for Lovers. That's a classic there. Bitter Ex Boss, which I think I understand where that comes from now.
Yep.
No king
Suck it, Jim Kennedy.
no king shaming,
Angus
which
Strong or something, right? English bitter.
It was ESB.
ESB, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
How about the Dirty Chewy? That sounds very
That is the
sexual right
Mexican
there.
hot chocolate. That is the Mexican
Yes.
hot chocolate.
That's the beer I got to help create.
Thank you. God, that's so good.
And
I
then
needed.
the
That's
Go ahead,
one of
Kris.
my. I was gonna say that's one of my things I say so many times. I need an adult. I need an adult.
So
But then-
99% of our beers have some sort of innuendo in there
I
because
love it.
we
God
want to
bless
make
you.
it to where people have to think for a hot second that did I read that correctly? Did I read Witch's Tit? Did I read they have a beer called No Kink Shaming?
The last one I really appreciated was the I Need an Adult for your non-alcoholic offering, which is
Yeah.
fantastic because, I find myself drinking a lot of NA beers and hop waters and stuff when I'm out now because, for me personally, when I work out, the days I work out, I don't drink alcohol. I drink something else besides alcohol because I feel like if I just got done working out, I don't want to like reverse what I just did. So I want to still enjoy the flavor of beer but not have the alcohol disadvantage. And so it's great that you are even doing some non-alcoholic hop waters that people can enjoy.
We've talked about that quite a bit with that stuff. And one of the things that, again, it is going to correlate to like the girlfriends and people at the bar, the brew fest that aren't drinking beers, or just people that are non-alcoholic in general.
Yeah.
We both have friends and we've got family that are non-alcoholic and stuff like that. And we've both tried hop waters, and like
some of them are good, some of them are trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we started talking about some ideas, and we have probably about 5 other ideas for like hop water ideas to try to do something to like also create another environment, because our motto is pretty much like all encompassing is we welcome all, you know what I'm saying? If anything, we're arms wide open and we want to welcome everybody in there. And it's about flavor. It's not so much about drinking beers or all that kind of stuff, is that we can all come together on a beer like flavor or like a hop flavor, and we can find that we have so much common ground with that. And I apologize about interjecting on Matt. Matt's gonna be able to explain on those hop waters quite a bit, but I want to show you guys his genius when we talk about these things. He's able to create like something, just when we talk about things, he's able to create that in that flavor. I'm so shocked all the time about it. He's like my best friend. I want to talk highly about him because of that.
Of course. All right, so Matt, what's up with the hop waters? What's your secret to making good hop water?
Tea bags and lemon.
Tea bags and lemon, huh? That's the secret?
You get, I mean,
it's way more PG than he brings it.
Yeah, what kind of tea bags are you doing in these hop teas?
Dirty Chewy, obviously.
Dirty Chewy, just some black tea. It gives you the tannins, which the tannins help give things body.
Okay.
And I've had hop water where Yeah, I crack it open. There's a nice hiss. I pour it. There's a decent head, but it dissipates quickly, and the carbonation dissipates quickly.
Oh.
It's good. It's like a still hop water after a few minutes, but putting the tea in there, it's not much. It's quite literally like 2 bags of tea for a 5-gallon batch.
Okay.
But it gives tannins enough to where it'll help keep the carbonation in there for a little longer, to where you're drinking a sparkling water versus something that starts off sparkling and then just goes to still with a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
I've found that really good fruity hops, Citra, Mosaic, Azaka, Eldorado, Matuka, things like that. Those are what play the best. I've added flavorings and I've added juices to the hop waters, but some of the best ones that I've done have been just 100% hops that you use right at flame out, and you can dry hop with after the water cools down a little bit, which bring out the fruitness.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I really love your names. I love English barley wine, which I saw that you actually like that Gods of Tits and Barley Wine.
Would you like the story behind that one? It's a quick one.
I would love the story behind that one.
So I didn't get into Game of Thrones until like season 3 or 4.
Same.
Oh, okay.
No,
and
very much same.
For the longest time, so where Apocalypse is for lovers, that came from I used to brew a beer for the Walking Dead premiere.
Oh, okay.
But then I started transitioning to making beer, but it was big beers for the Game of Thrones premieres.
Okay.
And Tyrion Lannister says that he's the god of tits and wine.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And he was also called an imp.
Yeah.
Which is where Imp's Demise is the non-barrel age version, and the God of Tits and Barley Wine was the barrel age version of that same barley wine.
Okay. So how do you brew a pretty good barley wine?
I mean, I think so.
No.
Okay, good, because I love barley wine. I love English barley wine. Yeah, I'm a big fan of English barley wine.
Kris, how's the barley wine? He
Kris is gone.
I think he had to pee.
He might be draining the lizard.
Yeah. I might have to drain it too.
Man, don't call me out.
Well, listen, we do it regularly on the show.
I was getting another beer. Leave me alone.
Kris, how's the barley wine?
His barley wine is absolutely amazing, and so his Game of Thrones ones that we had, they're pretty phenomenal. I've had so many different beers from Matt that it's I can't even start to tell you, and I don't. It starts to sound like a record, like a broken record here, just keep going on there. But like in the 8 years that we've been hanging out, every single beer that he's ever brewed has always been a banger. And he's modest about it, and he'll be like, "Oh, I didn't do it right this time." It's like, shut the fuck. Sorry,
dude. He sounds like he sounds like me though.
You are brewing absolute bangers every time, and his barley wine is really boozy.
Okay,
and it gets you where you need to go, and it's so flavorful. Yeah. I'm excited. We actually last year we went camping. And we brewed a barley wine while we were camping.
What?
And this year, we're going to go camping again, and we're going to make another beer, and that barley wine is going to be added to that brew that we make, and we're going to make another one. We're going to make that an annual trip. And
nice.
we've had it, right? We haven't.
Y'all can't different in Wisconsin. Jeez.
I threw it in a barrel too.
Okay, yeah. Hey, we haven't had the barrel age yet.
Okay.
But I'm excited about having this as we're aging it for the whole year to try to like bring it on there. And the idea is like every year we brew a different beer and we keep adding the brew before.
Yeah.
To that.
We'll add a can or a bottle of last year's brew.
I like it.
Doesn't matter if it's a stout and last year's with a barley wine. A can of the barley wine is going to go into the beer.
Go into it. Okay.
And then so it's just going to kind of be like an infinity cuvee.
Yeah, a cuvee that keeps going year after year camping.
What do they call those? The vertical. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well, it's a
that
vertical, but
doesn't
the
work.
vertical's added into the beer, so it's
Yeah,
not really a
exactly.
vertical.
We're adding it every year, so it'd be cool.
Excellent.
It'd be
Man.
cool to see the flavors we get out of that.
Like I said,
because we're gonna add the barrel age flavor into there.
You
Is
got-
what the idea is. I don't know what we're gonna brew this year.
you guys
Gotta figure it
camp a
out.
I don't know either.
whole lot different than we do. Let's brew some beer while we're camping. No, we just sit by the water and stuff. Like that's
You know,
I don't know.
Well, we brewed in October, so it was cold enough
Yeah.
to where it
Oh, yeah.
like we could brew it, chill it down, and then I didn't have to like run it home right away. So
Yeah.
we were able to leave it outside overnight, and the temperature only dropped to like 62 degrees, which is
That's
about
perfect.
Yeah.
4 degrees lower than what your standard temperature should be. So it wasn't that big of a deal. The minute the sun got up, you stuck it in the shade, and it was good to go.
Oh, that's
that was
perfect.
unless you were next to the smoker that I lit on fire and like pretty much burned the whole campground down with. But it's
You
awesome.
get a little Rausch beer action going on. Come on.
Negative, Ghost
No,
Rider.
yeah, we're
Oh, that is the style I hate the most.
Hey,
is
see,
Rough
listen,
Beer.
There we
we asked
go.
you that
There was
earlier.
one you didn't like.
Come on.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
I
You can
cook with
learn to
Rausch
love
beers.
it. You can learn to love it. You can learn to love
Just learn to love it.
it. All right. Talking about taking a break. You guys keep chatting. I'm gonna go take a little break real quick.
He almost
yeah.
said take a piss. Did you guys see that? He
Yeah, I
flinched
did.
a little. I saw it.
Sorry.
Trent said Solera. What the hell's Solera?
I think the Solera is sour, but you add a little bit of the previous batch, or
okay, I gotcha.
when you're aging the beer. Solera, I believe, is your when you pull the beer from the keg. There's always that little bit left in the bottom of the keg, or the bottom of the fermenter, or the bottom of the barrel for like your barrel aging, and then you put a new batch on top of that, and then you keep doing that over and over again to where everything has a little bit of the previous batch in it.
So yeah, we got Trent saying that, and then Matt Griffo. Matt Griffo is actually right here in Tampa with us. He said the same thing. Now, listen, we're learning things too. I'd never heard that term before, but God knows I don't know frickin' everything about beer. I just drink a lot of it. We just happen.
That's what I feel about it.
Right. So like, we just happen to be fortunate enough to have cool friends that brew beer for us. And
100%.
yeah.
And Trent is a home brewer, but he was also a brewer as well in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Super excited to go to Trent Fleener Palooza.
Fleener Palooza.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his birthday weekend celebration.
I need a t-shirt with that name on it. A little Fleener
know.
Palooza.
Mohead, can we make that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, if you
I'm not
can make a
responsible
logo,
for that merch.
we can give it to Kris, and Kris can print it off.
I
We can
can.
make it happen.
Matt, after all, is in my studio where I make all my t-shirts.
And he does
Oh
it
my
all
gosh.
over here.
That's the studio comes to life right there, right next to
Yeah.
Matt. Oh my gosh. So guys, I'm out of beer. And was a little just drop that just came out of my can. That's all that's left of my my consensual my sensual silverback.
Consensual, yeah.
Consensual
Yeah,
silverback. I'm right. I'm
Please
writing
write
that
that
one
down.
down for
Yeah.
later use.
Please write that down.
Sorry, we're gonna use that likeness
Yeah,
for
please
something
do.
probably.
If the only
It's gonna be a light version of this.
yeah. The only stipulation I have is that I get to try it. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
I ask.
Absolutely. Done and done.
Trent said already working on it. Need a Fleener Palooza beer.
Oh, there you go.
Sensual and consensual. Listen, you can have consensual silverback and non-consensual silverback. Like I
I'll
said,
take
dear
both.
Lord, I could think of so many reasons that we can make that
Yeah.
happen.
my only
And I
stipulation
can also think of plenty of things that get us
is
banned
that
on Facebook.
that's okay. The only stipulation is that we have to be able to try them. That's
Absolutely.
that's my only payment.
That
It
is
really
100% fine.
We're cheap.
So-
We're easy.
So you guys,
I'm
you
sorry.
guys-
Matt Griffo said, "Ask me
Oh.
about my fleener."
Oh, geez.
I'm
All right,
sorry. Go ahead,
You
Denny.
guys were awesome.
Thank
The
you.
beers were awesome. I'm gonna make one comment on this mustache ride. You can ask Kris. I do not like peach in beer, So when I heard
Whoa.
it was peach in here, I was scared because peach makes me think of like, you know, puke when I drink
Fake.
it in beer.
Yeah.
And I will say that this is the first peach beer I think I've ever drank that I
Yes,
truly
we got him.
enjoyed. So
Oh
if that
yes.
is if that will, get that doubt out of your mind, Matt, that this beer I mean, you know it's good because people have told you over and over that it's good. This one shocked me because, like I said, when I first smelt it, I'm like, ooh, it's going to be tart. It's going to have some sourness to it. And then when I drank it, all I got was a nice subtle peach flavor, and it was easy drinking. I didn't feel like I just like, coughed up some, stomach acid like I normally do when I drink peach stuff. And I was very impressed with it. So that alone should tell you that, you made an impression. And in this one as well, I don't know what to say. It's really well done. And so keep up with the great work. And I think that you have a future in professional craft brewing. And I hope
you.
that you're able to get those licenses done and get those beers out in the market, because I think people are going to really enjoy what you have in the Wisconsin area. And as soon as you can branch out further, they'll enjoy it like Kris and I did tonight. So again, thank you very much for providing the
Thank you.
beers and for coming on the show. And we would like to give you a shout out. Like, here's your opportunity to plug your socials and whatever you guys got going on.
Absolutely. The next brew fest I'm gonna be at is going to be the MKE Brew Fest. It is in Veterans Park in Milwaukee. It
Okay.
is the same weekend as the Air and Water Show. So it's dope because we're sitting there pouring beers for everybody, and you see these M16s flying overhead back and forth. It is really, really cool.
Stop it.
It's so cool. It's so much fun. So Barkyard Brewing, bark like a dog, not backyard,
Bark.
but I get that a lot. So it's bark like a dog, Barkyard Brewing on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok, I do a little bit of brewing, so there's brew days in there. There are some stuff when I do the stuff with the dogs, like I used to make their own food.
Oh, nice.
With the inflation and everything, it gets too expensive, so they eat kibble now. Uh,
Preach. Yeah.
But I do mostly beer reviews. I do beer mail from other people. I do reviews on those. It's just me and a lot of the stuff is me and Kris. Kris also has his own TikTok account, and we do collaborations together. We'll do dual beer reviews, and we call it shenanigans because really at the end of the day is what it comes down to is shenanigans. We just have a good time with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be brewing with my goal this year was to do 2 collaborations with other breweries. And I've already got one planned for next month. We are doing a collaboration with Last Ditch Brew Pub. They are formerly Arnoggin. They're in the same Arnoggin spot in Kenosha, Wisconsin, right off of the I-94. And we're going to be doing a tropical IPA called Leeches on My Power Source.
Oh, nice.
Just no teeth, please. No teeth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super quick story behind that one was I right before the pandemic started, Donald Faison and Zach Braff started doing a podcast called Fake Doctors, Real Friends.
I remember that one.
And it's them going from the first episode to the last episode.
Yeah.
And watching it through and talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, it was like the 5th, maybe 4th or 5th episode, and they had the guy who played Dr. Cox, who was in the movie Platoon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about how when they were filming that, they were going back and forth on this river in Vietnam all day. And when they were all done, they had to get out. They had to strip naked and check each other for leeches.
Oh my!
And this one time, this guy found a leech like right on my power source. And I'm like, dude, Leeches on My Power Source sounds like an amazing beer name.
That's awesome.
And I am now finally able to get that brewed.
Okay.
Pardon me.
So listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm in the chat here in Zoom. I know I emailed you my cell phone number.
Yes.
Do me a favor, shoot me a text because I feel like we come up with those things all the time where we're just like, that'd be a great band name, that'd be a great beer name. And I'd love to be able to text you guys and go, bro, try this one out. This will be good.
Promise
Oh
you.
yeah,
promise
I'll give you a text.
You send us names. We will come up with a beer for that name. I promise you that.
I'd love to help.
Sensual Silverback started off as just a name.
Yeah.
Dirty
Chewy.
Chewy just started as a name.
Yeah,
Mustache Ride.
No, but think
started
about
off
this.
as a sticker.
But think about this. Do you know Chewy? Chewy is, short for what in the Hispanic world?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a little shit faced.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
For
you see my last
Jesus.
name there. I'm a
It's for
Lopez there.
Jesus. Chewy
where we
is
get it
short
from.
for Jesus. Come on. You could have a Jesus beer.
I was
we
thinking it
definitely have a
was
couple ideas
Star
for-
Wars beer with Chewy
Oh,
Chewbacca,
yeah.
right?
Yes, that's where it came from.
It
It came
is.
from that for sure. I wish if we would have sent you a can of Dirty Chewy, would have. If you guys would have seen the sticker for that one, it's pretty hilarious as well. But needless to say, we've got a couple ideas even based off of that one when we were coming home from that brew fest where Dirty Chewy was an idea. Where we also have one that's called Gringo Bandito. That's a white chocolate stout.
Come on.
And we're gonna go up. That I don't know when we're gonna try that one, but we have some ideas for that, and I'm pumped up about that actually. To be honest with you. Especially after how Dirty Chewy turned out.
Dirty Jesus. That's all I'm gonna
So
say.
he started making stickers, what, about 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And he goes, he made just some of our logo, and that was it. And he's like, I'm gonna make some of these because I think it's funny. And it was the logo for Mustache Ride, minus the peach cream ale in the mustache. And he printed them off, and people were they couldn't get them enough. They're like, dude, that is hilarious. Can I have that sticker? We're like, yeah, dude, that's what they're here for. How much do you want for it? Nothing. We're giving them away. Have at it. And he made 100 stickers, and I think we ran out of them within like 45 minutes into a 4-hour brew fest. So he's like, dude, I got to do these again. I'm like, dude, we should make a freaking name or a beer that goes with Mustache Ride. And like, what can we do that would be peach cream ale. And we're like done. And I think that next weekend I brewed the first test batch. And it turned out good. We tweaked it a little bit, but that's Mustache Ride started out as a sticker.
I promise you, you guys don't know an experience until you have the little old lady coming for a mustache ride and you get to pour one for her.
Could I have a mustache ride, please?
It's great. You gotta ring the bell.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to go over and ring this bell real quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
sure.
my
Just
goodness.
pour my mustache ride.
My favorite was when they would come up and me and Kris are serving, and they said, "Which one of you will give me a better mustache ride?"
Nice. So
Dealer's
good.
choice, baby.
Oh.
Spin the wheel, win a prize.
Well, it has truly been a very fun time chatting with you two. Thank you
Absolutely.
again.
Thank you guys for having us.
And if you want to join us again sometime, let us know because I think our listeners will enjoy our interaction and fun times.
We should maybe hook up one time either when we're brewing together and or when we're tasting a brew that we just got done fermenting or something like that. That'd be pretty quick or pretty awesome.
Yeah, do a little side segment on you guys trying out the beers.
Please do, and please reach out to us because we had folks. Trent was like, great episode. Cheers, y'all. Matt and Kris, much love, guys. Matt Griffo here in Tampa, killer episode. Cheers, guys. Kelly Costa, she said, Kelly. I hope Kelly's a girl, right? Is this female Kelly? Okay.
Kelly is my wife's best friend.
Okay. She said you stroke the bell.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
You
You got yeah.
So it's a boxing bell. So you pull it down, and it's got a hammer
Ding
pendulum.
ding.
Yeah.
So it's not a. People come up.
You want to do? You can't do that. You got to
No,
do
this. It's this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you can't do this back and forth. And we have a sticker. We have a piece of tape that says "Stroke Me" on the bell.
Oh.
So people will come up very softly and like do this. I'm
Yeah.
like, really?
Come
Come on, use your grip, use your gorilla grip, and get it done. And then they don't listen again, and they used to go back and forth. And I'm like, is
that how you stroke him?
East
and west? You can't stroke that way.
If you got to teach them how to stroke it, it's just no good.
It's never so much. And Kris, you said you're down in Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Tampa.
I'll be coming down to Florida in September. I will be in the Orlando area, unfortunately, but one of my best friends lives down in Florida. He's in Melbourne,
Okay.
and we're going down there in September to hang out with some family for some Disney stuff.
Okay.
I have one day off on Wednesday, but I don't think that I'm gonna get to that Tampa Clearwater area. But I do go to Florida quite often, so if I can ever reach out to you and catch a beer with you, if I go down there, it'd be awesome.
Please,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, so like I said, I threw my cell number in the group chat here. I know Matt has it from our emails back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you guys are ever in the Tampa area, I'd gladly love to buy you guys a beer and hang out with you.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
And same goes the other way around. If I ever find myself back in Wisconsin,
If you find yourself in
let us
Wisconsin,
know. You let us know for sure.
it'll be a party. I promise you that.
Nice.
Denny, same thing to you, my friend.
Of course.
If I've never been to Idaho, but I definitely plan to go there for sure. As it sounds like there's some great stuff. But if you guys ever find yourself in Wisconsin, you guys have a place to stay, you guys have some place to eat and drink. That's for 100% sure.
listen, I was
maybe we
extremely
go ahead
surprised.
and we make a road trip out to Oregon, 9 Circles of Hell.
What?
Okay.
Dude, he wants me to come out there because it's
hot sauce guy on
Oh.
TikTok, 9 Circles of Hell, and he lives in Oregon, right, or Washington?
Salem, Oregon.
And we were going to go visit him hopefully next year sometime. Maybe we got to make a road trip out of it, and we stop through Idaho.
Matt Griffo
Yeah.
said Orlando is 1 to 3 hours away, depending on the time. Matt Griffo basically lives 5 minutes away from me. Like I could walk to his house if I need to. Yeah, it is. Orlando's 1 to 3 hours away, depending on the time of day and what route you choose, Matt. So if you choose, I-4, that's the Devil's Highway, basically. God, I freaking hate getting on that interstate. That's the one that all the folks that come from all over the world to visit Disney drive on, and I want to stay away from that road.
Yeah. We're when we go down there, we're gonna be like a half hour to 15 minutes out of Disney from Airbnb, and it's my wife and I's like 9-year anniversary.
Okay.
Like on a Tuesday, so we'll hit up Epcot and drink around the world, and then Wednesday we have the day off.
Well, listen, there's a city called Lakeland in between Tampa and Orlando. So like when my family comes and visit, I just visited with my cousin. Him and his wife were in Orlando for some convention, and I was like, "Hey, let's go into Lakeland. We'll go grab a couple beers, and it's a good halfway point for us too."
Well, hey, you know what? I mean, I get it that Orlando and like Daytona and Melbourne and like. Well, Tampa's a little bit further away, but I know you're like an hour away in the Orlando area, in like the circle from Orlando or whatnot. But like, if for whatever reason, if we can hook up that Wednesday, dude, I would love to just drink a beer with you, just for whatever reason.
Yeah, let me know.
I got your number here in the chat. When I'm down there, I'll text you for sure. But either way. Cool beans.
Yeah, shoot me a message, and that way I'll throw it in my phone, and we can see if we can find a time to meet up.
100%.
All right. Well, thank you both for joining us, and I look forward to more interactions in the future. And I hope to make it to Wisconsin and drink some more Barkyard beer.
Oh yeah,
100%.
oh yeah.
I sure hope you do.
I sure hope I do too.
All right.
Food and beers, you guys will not have to worry about. That's for sure.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well,
thank you, Matt. Thank you, Kris.
I appreciate
You're welcome.
you guys.
Thank you for having
No
us.
problem.
Thank you for having us.
Have
And,
a great night.
And we'll pop you on off here. Talk to you guys soon.
All right, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Okay.
Wow. Great show. We did have some minor audio issues with Kris, but once he moved outside, it was fine.
Yeah, we
It was
figured it
great.
out. Like I said, that's what I told you earlier. We've had crazier.
Yeah, we've had crazy, but good man, good people and good beer.
Such good beer too.
I,
And the,
I yeah, I was very impressed with both beers. Um, I'm not joking about this peach beer. I hate peach. And this, I mean, I like eating peaches like real, like live, but in beers, they've always tasted so like weird. I get this
they
like,
did this really well.
but this was done so well. Incredible. I mean, it's a peach beer I actually enjoy. And this stout, come on, Kris.
Denny, I
It
drank that stout way too fast.
it's 14%. Yeah, am I feeling it? Of course I am. But you didn't know you were feeling it while you're drinking it. That is incredible that this 14% beer had some great flavors. And even as it warmed, it maintained like all the way, even cold and warm, it maintained all those flavors. It didn't get muddled like we had with some of those Ocalibur clubs. Remember how we had those imperial stouts that
Yeah.
would just like clump into a big giant mess? No, this still each of the flavors stayed very, present in the drink, and man, really good beer. I was honestly blown away by how good the beers were. Now that Matt and Kris are off the show, I can talk even more candid that
Well, I mean, it
that
was so good that I ended up I pulled my Deschutes tacker off the wall. I got to put this thing back up.
yeah, you
Mostly
gotta put that
just
back.
because Becky said the word Deschutes, and I was like, oh my God, look what
Yeah.
I got.
I was going to
Um,
ask if that was what she was trying to aim at when she was getting him to make the porter, because Deschutes is my favorite porter.
oh,
I love Deschutes Black Butte.
I think I
So,
just drank my last can the other day.
oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, you
but
gotta
it's
get
okay.
more.
I go down to
Okay.
the store. I can go get it now since they distribute here in Florida. Thank God.
Yeah.
Man, and the beers that I sent out to you and to Dan,
Mm-hmm.
it's so hard for me to go to our local, I guess what we would call our beer store
Mm-hmm.
and find beers anymore because it's either IPAs that have been sitting on the shelf for a year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
it's like, the cans don't have dates on them, so I can either
Yeah.
risk it or I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
But
we've got some good beers. We got to wait a couple shows.
one more, we've got one more
We
show,
got
and
one
then we
more
can,
with an interview, and then we can start pounding these beers you sent me because I'm looking
yeah,
forward to a few of them.
I am too because
Yeah.
they're sitting in my fridge, and I bought 4 packs or 6 packs of them, and I've drank everything except
Oh,
one.
one
Where
of each?
I
Okay.
sent some to you, I sent some to Dan and Jesse, and I just I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get a beer. No, I can't drink that one.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta save it. You gotta save it. I'm saving them too. I'm saving them too. So we gotta save them.
And I was at Berry House yesterday. I had some Kolsch over there at Berry House.
Okay. Not the rice lager.
No, that was Woven Water.
Oh, okay. Woven water. Okay. But
Yeah,
Berry House had a rice lager too, I
did
thought.
they?
Yeah, that
Well, I have to go
Eric
back
Scotty
and
Ward was talking
I
about.
have to go back and pick up my photos of the dogs
That's
and my
true.
beer. It was great this year because the last year when we did it, they didn't include beer with the dogs' photos on
Oh,
it.
oh,
Um,
you had to buy your own beer, huh?
well, no, you had to. It was a summer lager, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll just go get some when I go pick up the cans. No, it was sold out when I got there. So
Oh,
apparently, so many people were like, it'd be really great if we could get the beers and the dogs'
and the
photos.
dog food at the same time.
So it was included this year. So I
Okay.
think I hope we get at least a 4 pack to go along with it. That means I get 2 4 packs because I had 2 dogs. And
Oh,
I bumped into Matt Griffo while I was there.
oh,
Um,
Matt. Man,
and
making a presence on the show.
well, and because my dogs are pushy. I'll call them pushy to be nice. It was just a, hey, shake your hand. How you doing? Hi. And that was about
Now,
it.
did Matt bring dogs too?
He did. He brought his dog with him.
Nice.
And I'm all dressed up
Excellent.
in a cute little, I don't know what it was, like a little, it had oranges on it, I think.
Nice. That's awesome.
I believe that was his wife that came with him
And
too.
And were they included this is for the calendar, right?
Not calendar, but
Oh,
so
just
last year they did a beer
a
label.
beer label.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
my dog Cajun and my dog
Oh,
Violet. And
okay.
then the beer czar, my buddy James, I swear his dog was on there. It's on one of them, but yeah, they put him on a beer label last year.
Okay. It's a beer
Yeah.
label. I thought it was a calendar, but it's like a
Not a
beer label
calendar,
calendar.
but
Okay.
I have a poster in my cabinet over there of all the photos that they took, which I have hanging in my office at work too, which is pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get in with some business here. Kris and I
Yeah.
would like to thank all of our Patreon supporters because this episode is brought to you in part by our satisfied Patreon supporters like Mike Allen, Bill Slemmer, Amanda and Kevin Argauer, who were on the show earlier, Mike Blanchard, Tara Carlson, and Jim Kutzel and Alex Fuchs, and Eric Scotty Ward, who are our virtual producers, and Tom Byrne, Jeff Seiler, Johan Halberg, Chalamasa, Mark Church, Eric Grownley, and Batman Dan, who want to buy us a virtual beer.
Don't forget
If you
Batgirl
enjoy,
Jessie.
and Batgirl Jessie, yeah, but she doesn't count because
Only
she
because
wasn't
that pisses
involved.
her off.
If you enjoy the content we provide, we invite you to support the show by toasting your host or buying us a virtual beer or even becoming a virtual producer. You can explore the options on our support page by visiting patreon.com/tapthecraft. And we do have an upcoming interview next episode, June 23rd. We will be talking with not Benjamin Green, but his production manager because his wife's having a baby and we do not want to take him away from the baby. So I don't know who the production
Such
manager
an
is,
excuse. No, I'm just kidding.
but we will
No.
be talking to whoever the production manager is of Southern Prohibition Brewing on June 23rd. I'm going to read through the feedback because I don't want it to get too late.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we'll jump through that real quick and
yeah.
then
So Ms. Tara
hey, Tara
Carlson
Carlson.
sent us an email. She said, "Howdy, Kris and Denny." Notice how she puts your name first, Kris. You are the most important one.
Nah, it just depends on the day.
Yes, yes.
Depends on
You
the
are
day.
the sexy. You're the sexy one.
All right, you stop. Listen, flattery will get you everywhere.
I wanted to let you know I can finally cross off one thing from my bucket list. Ever since Yingling opened the caves where they used to store their lager beer on their factory tour for the 175th anniversary, which was 21 years ago, I have been requesting Jim to schedule a trip to Pottsville, PA. He finally ran out of excuses. It wasn't the best brewery tour. The tour guide was not encouraged to stray from the script, and she definitely did not invite questions. But the beer cave was very cool, and the tap room was very generous with the beer. And just about anywhere in town, you can get a $3 Yingling draft. That's awesome.
Wow.
$2 during Eagle games, even better. We even
EAGLES. We'll spell it like the mayor of the city did. Jesus.
That's right. Yeah, we even brought home a case of Lord Chesterfield ale. I would have gotten a case of their porter too, but the Yingling half and half. But we were walking. A 12-pack each was enough of a load. Yeah, you can't drink. You can't.
Yeah.
Well, you could each
Carrying
have a
beers,
12.
drinking beers.
You could each carry a 12-pack on each arm. That would be 24-pack each. You could do that. But I understand. Yeah, you're walking. You got to keep your balance somehow. We also discovered on this trip that we have become only one brewery a day beer tourists. I
Okay.
understand that.
I'd love to learn more about that.
So I decided, and then she says, I decided to retire this summer while I still have energy to walk to the one brewery. So basically, they pick a hotel site and they want to be able to walk to a brewery. But
Tara,
they realize that they can't walk to more than one because they walk to one, they have a few beers, and they get tired. They can't walk to another.
all right, listen, is it just because you've retired now and you're just like, no, we can only go to one brewery, so get to
No,
the
I think
hotel
it's
that's
just
closest
you
to
run
that
out
one.
of speed. I'm starting to understand that I'm running out of speed too.
Listen, I'm talking smack and I'm right there with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry, Tara. Please don't hurt
Yeah.
me.
She says, since we've been saving the podcast episodes for our road trips, we have finally caught up to the current year. Yes. I really enjoyed the episode with Wayne Wambles. Yes. Of Griffin and Sphinx. I think he is the most intense beer interviewee you have had on the show. His brewery has been added to my bucket list. Well, thank you,
It
Tara.
should be.
It's on my bucket list, 100%.
Same.
And I was also very impressed. And you're right, it was an intense interview, but he did a great job, and I thought he taught us a lot about what it takes to brew good beer and the sacrifices. So thank you for appreciating that as well. And she says, thanks to you guys, my new expression for amazement or wonder is for Scotty Ward.
Eric Scotty Ward, yeah.
Thank you for the podcast. I agree. For Eric Scotty Ward, it should be your tagline to say every time that you're excited about something, because I'll tell you what, Eric Scotty Ward has been fantastic in his interaction with us since he found the podcast, and I'm grateful that we happen to have top podcast topics that he is relevant to him at that time as well, and he makes some great comments about our topic. So I appreciate that. So thank you, Tara, for your email. We really appreciate that. But we also appreciate voicemails. If you want to be like her husband, Jim, and leave us some great voicemails, you can do that at 208-536-3359. Too many numbers because you drank a 14% stout? How about 208-53-ODDLY? That's much easier to remember. Program it into your speed dial, talk into your phone, and tell us, contact Tap to Craft Podcast and leave us a voicemail. We'd love to hear your comments. But if you are too shy, you can do like Tara did. Leave us an email at our taptocraft@gmail.com email address, or a post on Facebook at facebook.com/taptocraft. And of course, don't forget to visit our very own Tap to Craft podcast website at taptocraft.com.
Got all that?
I got all that.
You made me a little nervous. I thought Jim had left us a voicemail, and I hadn't opened it up in my email yet.
No voicemails this week. But he left us 3 last episode, so it's okay.
Three's a minimum for Jim.
Yeah. So Kris, we've been going like 2.5 hours. So you want to end this thing?
Yeah, I guess we need to, because I actually have to pee.
Yeah, we can keep the new early for next week.
Next time. And don't forget, the Untap the Craft too. So for everybody that participated in Untap the Craft,
sorry.
I love you.
Steam.
Thank
you. We're tired.
I'm drunk.
Kris has to pee. I gotta go to sleep. He has to go to sleep. But
yeah, you gotta go to sleep. Yeah, 9 o'clock at your house.
It's my bedtime.
It's 11 o'clock at my house.
But before Kris goes to bed, Kris, who would you like to raise your glass to tonight?
I want to raise a glass to the guys over at Barkyard Brewing, Matt and Kris. Thank you guys so much, not only for sending us 2 amazing beers,
great beers,
but we had a phenomenal episode with you guys. And it's not just with you guys too. Even before the episode, Matt actually cross-posted our show post on Facebook to their social media. And so many people reached out and were liking it and loving it. And I was like, thank you guys so much for the love for Barkyard. And make sure you follow us if you're going to listen to the episode too, so when it gets released. But for Trent Fleener and who else was Kelly Costa, thank you for jumping on with us. And Becky Jung, thank you so much for jumping on with us and letting us borrow Matt for a couple of hours. We very much appreciate all the love from Barkyard guys. I hope we get to try more of their beers here in the very near future. And we cheers to all of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And Denny, who would you like to raise a glass to this evening?
Yeah, I'll just raise my glass to Matt and Kris as well. Really enjoyed chatting with you guys. Love the beers. And I expect to see great things from you, Matt, and Barkyard Brewing in the future, and that's great. And my one toast tonight, besides to Matt and Kris, goes to our Patreon toast, my buddy Mike Blanchard. Thank you for your patronage, Mike. I really appreciate you supporting the show, and I look forward to meeting up with you, hopefully in a couple months or less, to drink some beers together. That'd be great. Of course, being a former serviceman, I want to raise my glass. It's empty, sorry. And thank all those who have served and are currently serving in the U.S. military services, protecting our freedoms. Thank you for your service, and I hope all those who are deployed are able to return home safely to their families very soon. And you can find the beers and the links to Barkyard Brewing on our show notes located on the show post at taptocraft.com. And it is last call. It is time to bring this long show to a close.
Long show.
Yes, we want to thank all of you for downloading and listening to the show. We ask you to please tell a friend. Of course, subscribe on your favorite podcast app. And as a reminder, we release a new show every 2 weeks. Now go out there and spread the good word of craft beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.